Experience listener line. Leave your message at the tone. And how you doing?
Listen, you guys are killing us here. We're here in Jacoby Medical Center. You guys need your own comedy show, I swear.
Now, Wendy, what's happening with Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown? I'd like to know that answer.
I can't stand Wendy. She gets on my nerves. I still listen to her. I don't know why, but I can't stand her.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
And now we're pleased to bring you our feature presentation.
What you're here are about to witness the greatest queen of all time. Okay, party people in the house. Turn it up, yo. Turn it up. This is it. Allow me to reintroduce this representing from west to east. Just better get it right. Y'all know the name. Wendy Williams. Been in this game for a while. I hate to brag.
Ain't nobody
It is phenomenal.
like the queen.
Right here.
Who the world is this? With so much drama.
From yo block to yo block. I heard of the number one female. Been doing this for years.
Every barbershop, beauty salon.
Who the world is this? With so much drama.
Again and again. Wendy Williams, bringing your name up. A lot of you haters scared to death.
She at it again.
Wendy Williams.
She in it to win.
Wendy Williams.
She back and she staying.
Wendy Williams.
The ain't playing. I like to present you. The winner of the Gangsters of the Year award.
Once again.
Introducing
1 2 1 2. Here we go again. Hey, what's happening, everybody? So, welcome to the Wendy Williams Experience comedy show. And coming up today, we've got a few guests coming in. Remember that old school group? Well, they're not. Yeah, they are. Oh, hell, they're has-beens, but they're on the comeback trail. Soul for Real? Yeah, they're going to be coming in today. Plus, we're also going to be talking with the elder Van Peebles, Melvin Van Peebles. He's going to be talking about his project and what it's like to be him. And we'll talk about all the celebrities. You can leave that to me. And then, of course, you all, whatever you have, please bring it to the table. Regarding LL Cool J, we'll talk about Shaka Khan, Oprah's girlfriend Gail, the legendary Lord Finesse. We'll keep you up to speed with what's going on with T.I. Damn, Denise Richards was on TV. Did you see her this weekend on the E! News Weekend? Damn, she's a bold... Damn. Anyway, so the phone lines are wide open, 866-GET-WENDY, and the fax machine, 866-WENDY-FAX. And the emails, Wendy at the WendyWilliamsExperience.com. And it is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Wendy Williams Experience.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great honor and distinction that I introduce to you the queen of all media, Wendy Williams.
Hey, hey, hey. It's Fat Albert. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the show. I'm glad you guys are here. I'm glad the weekend's finished, and what a nice, relaxing weekend it was. But if you stay in chill mode too long, you become a lazy bum. So I'm glad to be here. I thought The Sopranos was really good last night. I just good on so many different levels. I didn't get that much TV watching done this weekend. I got caught up, actually, though, on my real Desperate Housewives of Orange County. And I understand that the reunion show is tomorrow night, so I will definitely be there. Dear Wendy, this is from Holland Smith. Dear Wendy, just thought I'd drop you a line to let you know. I don't know if you'll read it or not, but it's not professional when you're eating on the radio. It sounds nasty and it's annoying. The whole office loves your show, and at least 15 of us agree that it doesn't sound good. I'm telling you this because We really love your show, and I know you can do better. Please stop eating on the radio. You can eat during your many breaks you take. That's from Holland Smith. Well, Holland, you'll be glad to know that as of Friday, we are in the brand new studios here at our flagship station, WBLS. And it is way too obvious for the bosses to come back here because then you know the rule is no eating in the studio. So what they do is they send other people on their behalf, you know, just acting like they're dropping something off in the studio. Really, they're looking to see whether I have food in here. And so, you know, on behalf of respecting the new studio, which is also doubling as my set for the Wendy Williams Experience on VH1, I don't want to mess the studio up, so I will not be eating in here. Well, you know, and it's terrible. Charlamagne, you had to eat in the office today before the show. I just can't figure out what kind of boredom is going to send. Eating, or at least for me, and I guess I just brought you kind of into it because you're here on the show now, but eating is a way of socializing. I love to talk and eat, and you're my friends. And so we're you guys. So anyway, and then we're eating in the studio. And then we're eating on the set. Well, you know. I mean, you know what to say. Listen to this. It's a blind item in today's New York Post. Which Hollywood Hellcat supposedly has a sick fetish for something called a donkey punch? The starlet was having sex with a much older boyfriend a while back and begged her, all right, to hit him in the face when they were making passionate love. Wow. It's a guy. Donkey punch. We love those here on the show. Listen to this one. Which larger-than-life celebrity chef may be about to get an intervention from concerned friends who are increasingly worried about his gargantuan appetite for cocaine, cigarettes, and expensive cheese? Let me find out that's the Bam Man. So anyway, I did a lot of cooking this weekend. Charlamagne was over, and I made an attempt this weekend to, you know, take my whole household around the world. So I cooked Italian, I cooked Chinese, and I cooked regular old country Southern fried. However, everybody, it seems, is on LA weight loss or some version thereof. So therefore, I'm sure that food will be sitting and growing old quickly. Charlamagne, when I woke up, I noticed there was no fried chicken missing. You ate none. Mm-mm. I noticed the Chinese food was down a little bit. Did you eat that?
We snacked on that when we came in.
Did you like it?
Yes, it was very good. I didn't have a lot, the actual, you know, it was just a little bits and pieces I had early this morning. Little Grey Goose in my system. Snack on something.
And the spaghetti?
Spaghetti was banging.
Thank you. So, how was you guys' weekend? Did you hear about this? 2 men were shot when bullets flew. And by the way, sorry about that little son thing. Charlamagne said that he woke up Saturday morning and my son was standing over him with a baseball bat at 6 o'clock in the morning. 2 men were shot with bullets. When bullets were flying, apparently, at the legendary Lord Finesse's show that he was doing in Canada. Wow. Well, Finesse is from the Bronx, and the word is that the altercation broke out at this nightclub called Richards, like 12:30 in the morning. The show featured a whole bunch of people, including Lord Finesse. The promoter says, people were trampled to get out of the way. It was chaos. I saw a stampede of people. I heard shots. Then I saw a guy on the ground, and his buddies were standing over him screaming. According to the promoter, the man lying on the ground was wearing a Fourth World, that was one of the groups that were performing on the show, T-shirt, and was shot in the face. Yeah. The promoter believes 3 shots were fired. The 30-year-old man that was found lying in the venue is in critical condition. Then there was a 24-year-old man who was found outside behind the club in the alley, suffered a non-threatening gunshot wound to his lower body. And then a third man suffered injuries during the altercation. I lost track of Lord Finesse there for a moment. I thought Lord Finesse was dead. I mean, for years. Like, I thought he had passed away I thought Lord Finesse passed away years ago. What's the update with T.I.? Anything?
No suspects, no arrests have been made, but Cincinnati police have increased their patrols and undercover officer work because they're fearing retaliation from people in ATL coming back to Cincinnati and seeking revenge.
Well, no. Now the ATL people are going to have to be worried because whoever did the shooting at T.I.'s people, Tim, who is one of the engineers here at the radio station in New York, was telling me, because he was home over the weekend in Cincinnati, and he was telling me that they're not going to stop until they get retaliate, or they keep going hard at T.I.'s people, the shooting people from Cincinnati. So I don't know what that means, but he was telling me too that people in Cincinnati, you know, the rest of the citizens, the rest of the community, pissed off that this whole thing happened, and that, you know, between shutting down the major roadway, you know, between, you know, bringing a negative light to their city, and now everybody's going to worry about all this violence.
It's not hard to find T.I. He goes back on tour starting tomorrow. He'll be in New Orleans.
Well, Jay.
Tomorrow.
Well, Jay, hopefully they won't bring that mess to New Orleans. They're still dealing with their mess, you know. So we're still taking emails to have a date with Charlamagne. If you happen to be in New York City, it would be great for you. May 18th. That's a Thursday night. He's got prime tickets that we got from Hines, not Gregory, his brother. What's his brother's name?
Mario?
No, that's Mario Winans. Mario Van Peebles. No, Hines. Anyway, Mr. Hines gave us a pair of great tickets. He actually gave them to me, but I don't have the patience to sit through musicals. I've got too many other things going on, but no point in wasting the tickets. And besides, you need to get out and about, and you need a girlfriend or somebody to get you off. Something besides that Jerkins that you use, that Jerkins lotion.
I'm in the streets every night. I just ain't connect with no hood rat chicks. I need me a sophisticated 30-year-old, you know, woman with a job.
Yes, well, actually, you cut it off at 45.
Who did?
Didn't you say between 20? I asked you how old, and you said up to 45.
45 is too old. I run the risk of catching worms from an old woman at 45. That's too old.
Dumbass. All right, so 30 is it?
That's it.
Well, you're 25, so that's not really an older woman.
35.
I mean, we'll keep it at 30.
Okay.
The point is that you take what you can get at this particular point. You got a rash on your hands.
Oh, well.
8 p.m., May 18th. So you can email me, Wendy at the WendyWilliamsExperience.com. He doesn't have a car, and he's not paying for nothing that night. He got the tickets free, and that's that. And it's not like he doesn't have a little bit of money. It's just that I told him, don't spend your money on women right now. You got to spend your money on other things, like the new price of rent, which, you know, he's used to paying $30 a day or a month or whatever, you know, in South Carolina, which is great, but, you know, that's $3,000 a month. So, you know, so you have to bring your money and your credit card and your car and all that other kind of stuff. Thank you. Wendy at the WendyWilliamsExperience.com. Well, we can go to the telephone. We have Yvonne is on line number 2. And hi, Yvonne.
Hey, Wendy. It's Yvonne again from Brooklyn. How are you?
Nice to speak with you. I see you want to ask something about my book.
Yeah, I went on your website earlier today, and congratulations on your new studio.
Thank you.
I can't wait to see it on VH1.
Yes, yes.
Do you know when it's going to start airing?
No, first we have to start taping. The taping begins tomorrow.
I mean, it would make sense to tape first.
Yes, exactly. We tape 6 days in a row between now and like next Friday. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And you'll let us know when?
Yes, well, they'll let me know when.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I saw your book on your website this morning. Did you pose for the cover of that book?
Yes.
I couldn't. I said this.
That's Ritz Harper.
It has to be Wendy, but
yeah,
I wasn't sure.
It's Ritz.
Wow, that cover is great.
Thank you. And it's paperback, and it's pretty inexpensive, Yvonne.
It is. I know. It was $8 and change on your website.
There you go.
It was so cheap.
There you go. It's paperback, and it'll be in stores on June 20th. You can pre-order it on Amazon.com, BarnesandNobles.com, and we'll take a break and be back, everybody. Thanks.
It's Wendy, man.
I drove yesterday to get your book. That book is fire! Yes, honey, you did it again, honey. You did it again.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
All over town. Everybody's making a choice.
The choice is yours. What do you pick?
I guess I'll take the bag.
Congratulations, you just won.
Thank you.
Listen weekdays for the winning time. 7:15 a.m., 12:15 p.m., and 6:15 p.m.
I'll take the Dior.
There it is. She's got a pair of Christian Dior sunglasses.
Pick your pleasure. Listen for your chance to win. And thanks for making us your choice. 107.5
WBLS.
Yes, today's R&B and classic soul, the Wendy Williams Experience, is on 107.5 WBLS. And this hour of the show is brought to you by your Tri-State Ford dealer. So, New York Lottery and WBLS have got your New York Yankees versus Boston Red Sox tickets. All you have to do is listen to win a Yankee prize pack featuring tickets to the game and 20 Subway Series instant cash game tickets. That's from the New York Lottery. Hey, New York Lottery, we love you guys over there. And players must be 18 years or older, and the prizes must be claimed in the state of New York. And hey, you never know. That's a reminder from your friends here at 107.5 WBLS. Let's go to line number 1. Lala is on hold, and hey, Lala.
Hi, Wendy. How are you?
Good. It says you want to ask me about my friend Lisa?
Yeah, I remember you talking in detail about Lisa Carnegie having her surgery for weight loss, and I never got any feedback on how everything went. I bet you she looks wonderful, and I wanted to get your take on.
Well, she lost weight. She did not lose weight like Star Jones.
Okay.
But she's lost weight, and
Star is an exception to the rule anyway.
Yes, in every way. Yeah. But she lost weight. Lisa's lost about maybe 80 pounds.
Wow, that's wonderful. Well, tell me, has your friendship changed anyway? Has she changed as a person?
No, not at all.
Wonderful.
Not at all.
Wow.
She, if anything, I can't. No, it hasn't changed. I was going to say maybe she's more outgoing, but you know what? Lisa's always been outgoing.
Okay.
Always been outgoing, always been popular, always been all that other kind of stuff. So, you know
what? I wanted to just really commend you on your support that you've given her. I think that your friendship sounds genuine and just the way that you support her, because weight loss surgery, as you know, is a very difficult decision to make.
It's a big deal,
but it's like when you're there for her, when you have somebody like that in your corner, you can't go wrong.
As a matter of fact, she's ready to get a little plastic surgery.
Is she? So are you referring her to?
Well, I referred her to Dr. Michael Jones. You know, she already checked with Dr. Memeniscus. She wants to go between the two of them and see who's the best.
Wow.
So
why she should? I would think. Why doesn't she go to maybe like Dr. Jan? Maybe do a whole background on it with you and her.
Because I'm not interested in any other surgery, so she couldn't pull me in.
I mean, not for you to have it, for you to... Remember when at one point Lisa Ray, her mom, was getting surgery and she was on Discovery Health?
Yeah.
And they did like a whole clip on it.
Yeah.
It was really interesting.
Yeah, I already know the surgeons that I'd want her to use, either Dr. Michael Jones or Dr. Memeniscus. And then if she wants to use somebody else, then she's on her own with that. I mean, I don't have time to, I don't know anybody else. I'm not, co-signing on anybody else. But she's doing her research. So, and she's doing well. As a matter of fact, I'm going to D.C., the weekend of the 20th on some book business, and I'm going to forego the book people picking me up at the airport and all like that, so we can cut up a bit in between, my engagements.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Can you please post pictures on your website? I would love to see what she looks like.
Okay.
I mean, if with all due respect to her privacy, but I would love to see, I think it's wonderful, just the type of friendship that you have.
Well, thank you, Lala, and have a good day.
You do the same.
Bye-bye.
Bye now.
In line number 2 is Samaya, who's curious about Charlamagne, wants to see a picture, of which we still don't have any pictures of Samaya.
Hi.
He'll be at the Laugh Factory on Wednesday night.
Oh, but I won't be there. Is there any other way I can see his picture?
Well, Charlamagne, what is that website where people go and see that picture of you with Farrakhan? I mean, that looks like you all day, every day.
CTHagod.com.
What is it?
CTHagod.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I missed that.
Yes. CTHA.
CTHA.
See thegod.com.
Thegod.com. And he's right there?
Yeah, he's right here.
Oh, wait, I don't... Oh, no. When I get to the site, I have to, like...
Oh, I have no idea. My cousin Debbie didn't come over this weekend. I still don't know how to work a damn computer.
So what's your opinion, Wendy? What do you think? How does he look?
He's cute.
Is that right?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, wait. Sure.
I mean, in a really, what the F kind of way. Because you can't really get a read on him, so you'll be asking yourself, what the F the majority of the time.
Oh, he's cute.
Yeah. I don't want to show my emotions.
Yeah, but he doesn't know how to smile.
No, he doesn't smile.
He doesn't look like he's smiling.
No, he doesn't smile. He's weird. If you've ever seen his handwriting matches his personality.
He's trying to look all, like, thugged out and whatnot.
No, that's him. That's how he looks.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's all right. I'll work with that.
Question is, will he work with you?
Oh, is that...
I'll work with your mouth.
I'll work with your mouth.
Oh. Sounds like a match. All right, go to his website, and then how old are you?
I'm actually 24.
Yeah, a year younger.
A year younger.
Are you at least living like you're 30?
Oh, girl, I'm doing my thing.
Well, what does that mean? Where do you work?
I work in Manhattan at a consulting firm.
Oh, convenient for lunchtime, Charlamagne.
Exactly. Yeah, I actually don't work far from you guys.
Oh, she can meet you right over there at Houston's or something. You can get your usual greasy cheeseburger and fries. And
exactly.
She can order a salad and whatever. Anyway, all right. So, and then after you see his picture, email me if you would like a date with Charlamagne. Wendy at the WendyWilliamsExperience.com, for I am the overseer of what is going on.
I shall. And Wendy, I love you. I listen to you all the time.
Thank you.
You're luxurious.
Thank you. Wow. How you do
Take care, Wendy.
Bye-bye. Bye. Brooke wants to talk about Desperate Housewives on line number 3. Hey, Brooke.
Hey, Wendy. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you today?
I'm good.
Good.
Okay, was anybody else as hyped as I was yesterday when I watched the Housewives? It was so good.
It was?
There was more packed in that 1 hour than there has been in weeks.
Wow.
I'm very mad at Bree's son. She slept with her boyfriend.
Wow.
Yes. It was insane. It was so insane.
Wow.
Yes.
How are the black people doing?
Well, the mother found out that not the retarded son, but the other son tricked him into going into Bree's daughter's room so they could lock him up. So the mother was going to poison him.
Oh.
So now the mother locked the other son in the basement, and she's getting ready to leave.
Wow. Good.
So crazy. I cannot believe it.
I'm going to have to see all the reruns during the summer, after I finish with The Sopranos.
I can't believe you missed it yesterday. It was too good.
Yeah.
Too good.
No, I do Entourage, Sopranos, and then Tori Spelling.
But actually, yesterday wasn't the season finale, because you said that the season finale that, I forgot her name, the blonde-haired lady was going to set...
Yeah, it's a 2-hour season finale, so you'll know it's a season finale when they block off 2 hours of the TV time for it.
Okay, because she set her house on fire yesterday.
Oh?
Yeah.
All right, well, thanks, Brooke.
Okay, thank you.
Take care. Bye. Mother's Day comedy extravaganza is happening on Friday night in Paramus, New Jersey. I know it's Mother's Day on Sunday. I already ordered my flowers and stuff for my mother and my sister, and just to get that out of the way. I just don't have time to stop at the card store and then stand and read and cry and get teary and stuff. I don't like standing. I don't like card stores. You just start reading stuff. You get all emotional, and people wondering why you're standing there like a big goober crying in the middle of the card store. It's just like, it's just much easier to call and order flowers. So I ordered them their flowers. I'm set. I'm saved. Save for this Mother's Day. I have no idea what those people that I live with are going to do. I'm not going to expect that much. They'll give hugs and kisses and leave me the hell alone, and that's the basis of what I want on Mother's Day anyway. Maybe bring me some food, gather something for me for once later on, and that night. But this coming Friday, I'm going to be in Paramus, New Jersey, for the big Mother's Day show. You can go to dedicatedent.com and get your tickets. Kyle's on line number 7. Kyle, hi. You have a clothing company. You're only 18 years old.
Hi, Wendy. No, actually, my father oversees the sales of the company.
Oh.
And I actually saw you recently. I actually saw you Friday night in your car, but I didn't want to bother you.
Oh.
So then I thought, let's send Wendy some clothes. And the women's line, I'm not sure if it's complete yet, but I know there's a men's line if Charlamagne or your husband wants something.
Well, my husband might want something, but Charlamagne needs to be outfitted, because when we start going, hard with this VH1 thing, I mean, see, you wear your uniform, Charlamagne, that white T-shirt and those jeans and stuff, but white doesn't reflect well on TV, so tell him your sizes. Charlamagne will wear the clothes.
Double X top, 34 bottoms. Oh, that ain't sound right.
Okay. It's an urban clothing company, so I wasn't sure if your husband was interested or not.
I mean, he might be interested, but you'd be better off sending to Charlamagne. That way the clothes would get worn.
Okay, and I'll try to get it out by maybe tomorrow.
Oh, we would love that.
And would you like it to be like personally delivered or FedEx is fine?
I mean, either way is fine. Is fine. Whatever you have, you know. I mean, if it's here when we get here, Charlamagne, you can literally change in the bathroom, and you know. Since Aniche's only sent you T-shirts. I mean, really, you know, we ask for clothes, they send T-shirts.
I don't just I can wear a plain black tee.
Well, you can, but the point is that we're the two-piece velours. Where's the luxurious stuff? Why is it that when people send you clothes, it's always some damn T-shirts and stuff like that? We're about to be on Oh, I'm sorry, Kyle.
Oh, it's okay.
All right.
So just jeans or something like that? Or what do you...
Yeah, jeans and T-shirt. I mean, he's a Negro. So, you know, send him that gear that a 25-year-old Negro would wear, and he's appreciative.
I'm urban, as you white people say.
Yes.
Urban.
Yes. Thanks, Kyle.
You're welcome.
Tell your father I said thanks, too. All right, we need to continue with the break. Vaughn is coming up at 7 o'clock with The Quiet Storm. It's the Wendy Williams Experience now on 107.5 WBLS.
Wendy Williams rocking your station, dropping hits across the whole nation. Wendy Williams rocking your afternoon.
Holding down the NYC.
Listen, Wendy.
Yes?
I think you have to put on that recording of your saying that word. I think it's necessary.
Fire! Daddy!
We love that, Wendy. I'm on fire.
It's Wendy, man. The Wendy Williams Experience.
And here we is. So, according to a new American poll, Americans, they don't say whether it's men or women, just Americans favor curves like Queen Latifah's, Beyonce's, and Jennifer Lopez.
Yeah, baby.
Sorry, Coco, they left your name off this one. Apparently, they didn't see the new cover of Dub magazine with you and Ice-T on it. I mean, I know Coco T, Ice-T's girlfriend, wife, already had a big behind. But are you sure, Coco, those aren't some butt implants in there, too? You saw it. Did you see the cover?
Mm-mm.
Wow, it's crazy. Anyway, hey, Ice-T, hey, Coco T. But that's what people prefer over Skin and Bones like Jennifer Aniston and Nicole Richie. Their survey was done by Spanx, the undergarment company. And they said that nearly, here it is, 4,000 men and 4,000 women were surveyed. And so that's the bottom line. Hey, what's going on with Prodigy? He's in jail?
Well, yeah, I heard he got arrested over the weekend. So they pulled him over, asked him for his ID. He didn't have it, and they took him straight to central booking for a warrant on failure to appear in court.
So he went to central booking because of something prior that had happened, and that he had a court date and he didn't show up. Well, it happens. It happens. And T-Boz and Chili are joining a company called Youngevity. It's a new skincare line. Apparently, it's some sort of body sheen souffle, something shimmery, something to help you stay young. Damn.
They're just trying to get a check, man.
You aren't the girls, and nobody apparently has told you all. You really. Ashley Simpson and I have a little something in common. And that I never thought that I'd say this, that we have something in common, but she too lets herself eat only a mouthful of her favorite foods when she's dieting hard. Yep, only a mouthful. What do men say? The rest is a waste, right? All you need is a mouthful. She says that she's very worried about gaining weight. Ashley Simpson is. And she has no eating disorder or anything like that, but she just has, little bites. She says, my friends get mad because I order everything and I take a bite of just a few things and then send the rest back. Yeah, I do that. That's called the mouthful diet. All right, let's go to the telephone because Tamara is on line number 3. She wants to talk about Denise Richards. Tamara, did you see over the weekend Denise talking to the cameras?
No, I didn't, but she had so much nerve.
Yeah, she was talking to the camera. She was like, apparently they had followed her and trapped her off someplace because she wasn't all made up or anything. But she was answering the question straight. I mean, you got to give her points for being bold. She was like, Heather and I aren't friends anymore, and she knows why we're not friends. Yada yada yada.
Well, maybe they're not friends because you were scheming on her man.
Well, that obviously Tamara would be it. Yeah.
And I buy all of the tabloids, and I see how when they first started hanging out together, it was like Heather's my best friend.
Yeah.
She's like another me.
Yes.
My soulmate.
Yes.
You wretched whore.
Exactly. Thanks, Tamara.
Okay, Wendy, and you are my biggest friend in my head.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Tamara. Dee is on line number 1. She wants to ask about breast implants. Advice Hour, by the way, is coming up next hour. Hi, Dee.
Hi, Wendy. How are you?
I'm doing well today. How are you?
Okay, thanks. Hi, Charlamagne.
Peace, baby.
I said it wrong.
No, you said it right. Charlamagne.
Hi. Okay, Wendy, I'm a mother of 3, and I'm finally, I'm not having any more. I've got fixed, and I want to fix my breasts because, I breastfed my babies, and I'm looking like the Africans on National Geographic.
Yeah, I understand. They're long, right?
Yeah, it's just like they let the air out.
Yeah.
Blow up my breast.
Yeah.
So my only concern is because that happens to be a very sensual area for me.
Mm-hmm.
If having the implants will
your nipples still get hard?
I'm sorry?
Will your nipples still get hard? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, will you still feel? Or does the feeling kind of go? Because I've heard, like once you have them, the feeling is not, you don't feel anything.
Well,
is that true?
Well, there is a chance, and whoever you use for the surgery will let you know. There's a chance that, for instance, the milk ducts get broken, and you'll never be able to breastfeed again. I know you're not having any more children. There's a chance that your nipples, your headlights may never beam when you walk into a cold room again. Okay. There's a chance of all that. I can only tell you my experience, and I have the best. I mean, really, they need to be in the Smithsonian. I mean, just the reaction, good. They're good. They're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. I just, wanted to get a different perspective because I really, really want to get them done,
Yeah.
And that was like my only reservation, quite honestly, was that. But okay, Wendy, thank you. And also, loving the intern on the phone. He's great.
Okay.
And loving Charlamagne there with you. I think you guys are fabulous.
Oh, good.
I will keep listening.
Well, good luck with your surgery, Dee. Take care.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Anyway, Dennis Rodman had the first reunion with his father in over a decade. It happened last week. It was in today's newspaper. It wasn't good. Dennis Rodman's father's name is Philander, first of all. Yeah, exactly. Philander. He showed up at an exhibition game in Manila. He had a camera crew and an entourage of 8 people and 2 bodyguards. He was about to sell the footage of he and Dennis to, a bigger outlet to make money off it. But Dennis felt that he was being used, and he was angry at his father for making an attempt, only one attempt in 40 years to see him or talk to him. That particular attempt that I'm talking about, only one attempt was in 1996. The second one was the other day. So they got the fighting. Philander threw a punch at Dennis's bodyguard, but missed. Dennis felt used and angry, and I don't know what happened with the rest, but all I know is that Philander, you're a real scumbag, man. I mean, Dennis is weird and everything like that, but now we see exactly where he gets it.
I'm shocked Dennis Rodman can afford a bodyguard.
Yeah, well, he's playing an exhibition game in Manila. I mean, but you know what? He's a friend to the show. When he came here, he said he is not broke. He is not in financial strife. He's just doing him. I actually liked Dennis Rodman. I liked him before, and I liked him when we met him. And he's weird, but he is what he is. Thanks, everybody. Keep it here.
Wendy, man.
My oldest brother, he told me he had a really good surprise. The surprise was that he turned himself into a woman.
The Wendy Williams Experience. Got a problem?
Wendy, should I stay with him or should I just leave him?
It's Advice Hour.
I feel like I have no choice but to be a sister to her and to love her.
You need to blow him up.
Yeah.
In front of the family. Her husband needs to be there on the side and let her know how he wrecked her life.
Wendy, girl, I'm pregnant by my brother-in-law. Should I keep this baby?
You wretched whore. Call Wendy. 866-GET-WENDY. Fax Wendy. 866-WENDY-FACT. Advice Hour starts now.
Hey, everybody. Okay, welcome to Advice Hour here on the Wendy Williams Experience. I like to get started with Wendy's Medical Minute. And the phone lines are open for your questions. If you're new to the Wendy Williams Experience radio program, I am not an expert in giving advice, but perhaps maybe useful tips in, everyday problems. Well, hell, when you hang up the phone, you don't have to deal with what I'm going to say. So how did it work out with you and so-and-so? So if you'd like me to weigh in on whatever's going on in your life, 866 Get Wendy. Get Wendy. Leave the Y off for yes, y'all. All right. So, I woke up this weekend on Saturday and I see that everything outside, all like the glass tables and stuff, on the deck, they're all covered with this yellow, greenish gunk. And then I'm noticing, like in parking lots, that cars are covered with this yellow, greenish gunk. It is allergy season like a mother. And everybody is doing... I came in Friday, Mrs. Lopez, I thought I walked in on her crying. And so she says, no, Mrs. Wendy, it's allergies. And I'm like, that's what I want my medical minute to be on Monday. So I got this information on how you can peep out surprising places where, nasty allergy-causing things hide, like in your car. The carpeting, the mats, the seats, the upholstery, they all retain moisture and all that gunk from your shoes and your clothes, creating the ideal environment for mold. Mold causes sneezing. Your defense? Well, if you're going on a long road trip, roll down your windows and run the air conditioner or the heater if it's chilly for about 10 minutes before you pull out. Doing that, they say, removes the moisture and blows out the dust mites and the mold spores. Also, your pillows. Your pillows contain 4 to 16 different species of allergy-triggering funguses. Wow. Exactly, world. Your defense is to wash your pillows with synthetic fillings in hot water about 4 times a year. And who washes their pillows? Nobody does that. Oh. But you know what they do suggest also, which I like that? This encase your pillows with those allergy-proof covers. You can find them in any bedding store. They block the dirt, the dust, and, the skin, which thrive. The dust mites thrive on that stuff. Watch your pets. Enough said with that. And also, your houseplants. Leaving your houseplants there in the house. They look so beautiful, but they host a lot of mold. And the sign that the mold is there, furry growth and black stains on your best defense, they say, is don't overwater or wipe off the mold spot. Don't overwater the plants. They say don't wipe off the mold spots. Just place the plant near a window so that your plant stays dry. If the mold keeps growing back, you should toss out the pot. Now, if you want to keep the plant, that's on you. All right. Happy sneezing season, everybody. I also had the sliding glass doors thrown open, and I noticed a layer of that green next to a piece of furniture that's next to the sliding glass door, and I was like, oh my God, it's in here. Like, you can't even get fresh air without, the... Ugh. Anyway, and that, ladies and gentlemen, Charlamagne, is today's Wendy's Medical Minute. Clitoris is in the building. Dear Wendy, I'm an attractive 27-year-old female and I need your help. I'm currently attracted to a man that I met at a bar. He's attractive, funny, etc. The only problem is, Wendy, he's at least 58 years old. Wendy, I'm 27. His youngest son is 24, and although he would be perfect for a one-night stand, the father is hot. Wendy, the father is hot. Wendy, he gives me the butterflies. I really want to get to know him better. How do I approach him without giving him the impression that I am some retirement home gold-digging floozy waiting for the mailman to deliver a pension check. Normally, I'm aggressive and have no problem asking a man out, but he's a man of a certain age, and I don't want to scare him off, especially since I get the feeling that he would not consider me at all. Well, at 27 and 58, I mean, your approach has to be a little bit different. I mean, he's a man, I presume, of a certain worldliness and a certain maturity. And without changing the very fiber of who you are, just embrace your more mature side. How you speak with your parents and your aunts and sophisticated people when they ask you how your job is, which way are you voting, where are you moving, what are you doing, where are you going. Just don't talk to him like don't talk to him like you talk to his son. Yo, shorty, we can do this. Don't talk to him like you talk to the son. Speak to him as if you're speaking to an uncle, except with the sex appeal. The eyes, the hair, and I wish you well. I mean, you're 27 years old. You're a woman. And believe me, he knows that. Yeah, but it's all in your approach, whether he wants to know it for more than a one-night stand, because he's probably looking at you like, she's good for a one-night stand, but what the hell will we talk about after that? You know what I mean? So if you want to keep it going, don't change who you are, because everybody hates a faker. Just embrace your inner maturity. And you have it, because you're 27. I know you do. So let's go to line number 7. Alissa.
Yes.
You've been dealing with the same man for 10 years and you're 29.
No. I've known him for 10 years. He's like a best friend of mine.
Okay.
And now he knows that I'm single, and we both have so much in common, but I've never went to think of him like that because he's been a friend of mine for all these years.
Yes.
But now he wants to explore and try to start a relationship. I don't know if that's the right thing to do.
I think it's the perfectly right thing to do. Here's why. Because I'm listening to how you're referring to him. You referred to him once as like a best friend. Like a best friend is not a best friend. And then the second time you referred to him, you didn't say best friend. You just said a friend. I mean, so you're not messing up a best friend situation.
Okay.
You're a 29-year-old woman.
Uh-huh.
I'm assuming that you would like to find that partner for life or husband or whatever it is.
Yes, I'm ready. Like,
yes.
Before I was younger,
right?
And I was just finding myself, and now, I could just say, okay, I'm ready.
And you like him.
Yeah.
But the foundation of a relationship is that you have to be friends. You like him. This is not your best friend. You said he's like a best friend. So, like a best friend is doable. But just remember, if it all goes sour, you've lost the friendship. But that's okay, because you still have your best friend. Or, whoever your best friend is, not him.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm scared about.
All right, well, don't be scared. Okay, well, you're sitting with him right in front of you, and he's interested in dating you. So you're gonna have to decide that on your own. You asked me what I thought. I think, yeah, date him. Date him.
Date him?
Yes.
Okay.
Date him and do him down. All right, take care.
Thank you, Wendy.
You're very welcome. Bye-bye. That's Alissa. Now, Lynn is on line number 8, and she's 29. She needs advice on how to deal with her husband who hasn't been... What's your husband, Lynn?
He hasn't been, you know how first fathers usually are. They want to, hold your stomach and say, different things about the upcoming baby.
Oh, yeah.
How excited they are. But he's very, very quiet. And, he's a quiet person generally. But, I don't know how to deal with this. I don't know how to, help him come out about this. I know he's excited, but he's the type that's very reserved, doesn't talk much about it. So I'm kind of curious how to get him, excited. And, and everyone tells me, well, when he sees your stomach getting bigger and everything like that, he's going to come out.
How pregnant are you? How far along are you, Lynn?
Almost 3 months.
Yeah. I mean, he might not be getting excited. Has he been to the doctor's appointments with you?
Yeah.
So then he understands the risks that you don't tell people and things like that until 3 months. You don't start getting excited, and he'll probably start coming around. Lynn, you can't push him into this, but just include him on whatever you can in terms of the gestation process, and you To be honest, you really can't worry about how he feels about it. He's going to have a baby, and he might be also stressing about the money factor.
Definitely.
Yeah.
That's a plus. That's a plus.
Yeah. Hey, listen, when he sees you glowing and your nose spreading and your chin doubling up and your belly getting bigger, he's going to be turned off but excited. Then you just flash him them big water jugs, them big boobs.
Right.
Yeah, Lynn, don't worry about it. You're only almost 3 months, so he can't. Men are visual people. They are visual creatures. Men like to look and like to picture and all like that. So he can't picture this right now. Perhaps.
Right.
Don't worry about it, Linny.
All right, and Wendy.
Yes.
How you doing?
All right. Bye, Lynn. Line number 1, Shanice is 30, and she's got ex-husband issues. It's the Wendy Williams Experience. Hi, Shanice.
Hello, Wendy. How are you?
I'm doing fine today. How are you?
Very well. I have a question. My ex-husband, we've been split up for about 8 years now, and I'm married to someone else. However, my ex-husband's girlfriend called the other day, and she asked me if I knew where he was because they have a lien on her trailer.
Okay.
They have a lien on her trailer, so I know where he is. So should I call the cops in Connecticut and let them know where to pick him up?
Okay, drum roll, please. You should not call if the reason that he was cheating, the reason that you're divorced is because he was cheating with this woman.
No, it wasn't with her, but...
He's a cheater?
Yeah, but the reason why I want to call is because he's interfering with my relationship now. So this will get him out of the picture.
Wow. Wait a minute, how is he interfering?
Wow. No, you said I have a son by him.
Okay.
And all of us, he wasn't in the picture before, but as soon as I got remarried, all of a sudden he wants the Father of the Year award. He keeps coming around, he keeps calling, and I just want him out of my life. So this would be a sure thing. I prayed for this, and I want to take this opportunity, but I want to know if I'm wrong.
Wait, how would this get him out of your life?
Because then he'll go to jail, and then I won't have to deal with him.
Yeah, so then don't tell him so that they lock him up. But then
okay, maybe I don't want to tell him. I want to tell the cops.
Oh.
Where he is, because I know where he is.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. Is this going to mess with your child support money?
Oh, please. $9.50 a month?
Oh. Ugh. Can you really sleep at night taking your baby's father's freedom away?
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
He's a girl after my own heart. Go hard or go home. Then you call the cops as soon as you hang up with me. Good luck.
I'm gonna do that. Thank you, Wendy.
Bye.
Later.
Do I have lipstick on my teeth?
Got something yellow right here.
Oh. Excuse me?
I'm being honest. I don't know what that is.
Oh, that's where I poked up when I was in 5th grade. I took a straight pin and pushed it in like one of the grooves in my teeth. Like it was a groove. And then the head of the pin broke off. And then the dentist had to fill it with a little tiny piece of white. Which now it's been many years, so maybe it's a little yellow. Shut up, Charlamagne. All right, we only have a minute on the clock. So, Kimberly, I see you on hold. And Sarah, I see you on hold as well. Janet, stay exactly where you are. Cherie, you also. It is Advice Hour here on the Wendy Williams Experience. Coming up later on today, we've got that R&B group from back in the day, Soul for Real. We'll find out where they been and what they doing. And plus, Melvin Van Peebles coming in today. That's the elder Van Peebles. He's got a play. We'll talk with them all coming up.
It's Wendy, man.
Presently, my husband just got discharged from the military. But now he's home, and I just want to tell him to get the out.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
All over town. Everybody's making their choice.
Great!
You got a chance to pick your pleasure today. Where you at?
In New South.
Congrats, baby!
Listen weekdays for the winning time. 7:15 a.m., 12:15 p.m., and 6:15 p.m.
BLS, you're caller number 10. Congratulations.
Oh, my God.
The choice is yours.
Thank you.
And it's your present from us.
Thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much.
You made the right choice. Listen for your chance to win. Pick your pleasure. 107.5
WBLS.
Today's R&B and classic soul in the Wendy Williams Experience. It's WBLS. Okay, so Mission Impossible made what is it? Almost $50 million? That sounds like a hit to me. I don't know what they were expecting the movie to make.
70.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, they wanted 70.
Well,
opening weekend.
Yeah, well, you have to take into account that the whole Tom Cruise, the way he's rubbing people these days. So, as far as I'm concerned, $50 million is still great. Does that mean the end of his career? No.
No, he's white and rich.
Yeah.
They always got a chance.
Yeah. Did you guys, and anybody in the audience, did you guys go see the movie? Was it good? Okay, this hour of the show is brought to you by Entertainment Tonight. Find out about Tom Cruise and more tonight on Entertainment Tonight. Today is May 8th, and at 6 p.m., you can join Steve Harvey at FYE. That's the store located on 1290 Avenue of the Americas. That would be 6th Avenue. At 51st Street. He's going to be there for the DVD release. Code Black Entertainment's Don't Trip. He ain't through with me yet. Oh, that's Steve's movie. Man, the turnaround from the movie theater to DVD is sick. Mm-hmm. It makes you not care about going to the movies. How'd Tom Cruise get $50 million? Is that going to be on DVD in 3 weeks, too? Wow.
Movies go to DVD quick when they flop.
Well, Tom Cruise, this is not a flop. I don't go to the movies, so I don't know, and I don't care. But just go meet Steve, FYE, 1290 6th Avenue at 51st Street, the FYE store for the DVD release of his movie, Don't Trip. He ain't through with me yet. All right, that's from WBLS. Home of the Steve Harvey Morning Show, the Wendy Williams Experience. Shout out to everybody in Newark. Don't forget, Convention Hall, June 10th. Ah, yeah. We gonna get down. Okay, it's still advice hour. Crystal is on line number 1, and she needs advice on her deadbeat father. Hi, Crystal. How are you?
Hey, Wendy.
Hey, what's going on?
I need some advice. I took my son's father to court for child support, and he totally skipped town. I don't know how to find him. I want to know if you have any connections, people that help locate deadbeat fathers.
Yeah.
I have all his information. I have his social security, date of birth, everything. But I just don't know how to locate him.
Call a PI. I mean, that's what I would do. I mean, you asked do I have connections. That's exactly what I would do. I'm not for deadbeat fathers, but for a plethora of information that I might need about anybody. Call a PI and let them handle the business. And then they call back with the results. I don't know what to do with it besides that. Do you have an attorney?
I don't have an attorney.
I was going to say, because some law firms work directly with PIs.
Okay.
But
should I just go on the internet?
And find a PI?
Yes.
Yeah, on the internet, the yellow pages, sure.
Okay.
I mean, they're not difficult to find. You're located in Queens. I'm sure there's, a PI firm or 25 in Queens.
Okay, because I know what state he's in, but I just don't know, the address, where to find him.
Yeah.
So I just need help with that.
Well, maybe somebody, if you have a cop in your family, somebody can help you in terms of finding out how you would go about finding somebody in a particular state. I don't know. The listening audience is a little criminal. We can all be a little criminal sometimes. Maybe somebody will call back and give you a suggestion. So you have his date of birth and his social security number.
Everything.
Is he working in this new state?
I don't think he is.
Oh,
because that's what happened. He just got up and left.
Then he might not be in the system. Then he might not be in the system.
He didn't want to pay.
You might not be able to find him though.
Okay.
I mean, if he's living with some broad, laid up at her place in her name and no job. But I wish you well.
All right. Thank you, Wendy.
Take care. Bye-bye.
How you doing?
All right. Line number 7. Kimberly is 24. She's interested in her father's cousin, not blood cousin. I don't like it anyway. It's just too... Charlamagne, I know how you all do. Down there, but we don't do that up here.
Third, fourth cousins, you can get it in.
Kimberly?
Wait, Wendy, it's not my father's cousin. It's my father's cousin's son.
Oh.
So it's not like it's my father's cousin's son. But we're not blood. My stepfather.
Oh, it all sounds very, very skirmish, swarmy to me. Are you interested in just like getting it in and leaving him? Because you know what you're interested in from the gate. Like when you see a guy,
listen. I've never met him. I recently went out of town to a funeral, and then I met him for the first time, and like sparks were there. I mean, as far as like conversation, attraction, everything. I mean, we spoke on the phone like the last few times, but 3 hours nonstop.
Okay, so
we're both around the same age. We've both got a lot of things, positive things going on.
So then you're interested in him in a boyfriend as opposed to a sexual being.
I can see it. I can see it, but. My big mouth told my mother and my pops and stuff already, and they're like, "Oh, teasing me," but I don't know what to do.
They're just teasing you. They haven't weighed in on it to say, it's just of all the boys in all the land, why him?
My father was like, "Well, that's my cousin." My stepfather was like, "That's my cousin." I was like, "I know," but I wanted to say, "Well, we're not really blood." So part of my family's a little divided. People, they say, "Well,
I don't know." I mean, I don't like it. If you were just going to, if you saw him, when you see somebody and you just want to, you don't want to. Don't talk. Don't say nothing. I don't care what your personality is about. I don't care what let's just do this. But you have already luxuriated in conversation with him, which no telling where Goose this relationship can end. Love, marriage, baby carriage, or they see each other. I don't like it. I don't like it. As long as you ask no, I don't like it. Take care, Kimberly. Bye.
Okay, thanks.
And on line number 8, Sarah is 19. She's got a problem with a guy and an ex-friend. And what's going on, Sarah?
Hi. Okay. There's this guy, and he used to date one of my best friends. They dated all throughout high school. We all went to high school together. And they dated off and on. And then just recently, like they broke up after graduation, and just recently me and him started hooking up.
Right.
And I got feelings for him, and everyone, like my whole family keeps telling me he's got some type of feelings for me. Yeah. But his ex-girlfriend, who used to be my best friend, has been calling him and trying to get back with him. And I don't know what to do. Like, I can't, he'll call her, but, he'll do it out of the room and, act real shady, and I'll confront him about it, and he'll be like, oh, I can't stand her or whatever. So,
here's the thing. At 19, everybody tends to be a bit immature.
Yeah.
She had dibs on him before you do. If I were her, it wouldn't even be a matter maybe of wanting him back, but just making sure that
he's there if she wants him.
That's right, and you know it.
Yeah.
So what's your question to me?
All right, this is my question. Should I... Wait, hold on. She wants to get back with him, but he doesn't think he wants to get back with her.
But she
cheated on him.
Yeah, he'll have sex with her 1 or 5 more times to just make sure it's over and the feelings are done. Of all the boys in all the land, leave this one alone.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
Put that where? Back there.
Right?
Are you white? Are you a white woman?
Sarah?
Yes, I am.
And you're with
Italian.
And it's a black dude you're messing with?
No, he's white.
Oh, okay.
But, thanks, Sarah.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
We need a longer neck on the microphone so I can really luxuriate in my throne. I mean, it's just so incredibly comfortable. The seat is so big. I can have both of my big-ass legs up here in the seat and sit back. It is so comfortable. I can only imagine the positions I'll be striking in this chair when we do VH1. Wow. It truly is an experience. All right, we're going to continue with the break, everybody. We got gossip. Some guests coming in and your phone calls and faxes and emails and stuff. Keep it where you got it. It's Wendy. Charlamagne is here, too, on 107.5 WBLS.
Yo, did you catch this flashback?
Line number 3, Josh wants to talk about Coretta Scott King. And Josh, hi, Josh.
How are you, Wendy? Love you, girl.
Josh, you sound so queenie.
Thank you.
And you are so young. You're 15 years old. All right, let's talk about Coretta Scott King, Josh.
Okay, yes. Died at the age of 78. And this is what really got me upset. I go to school today, and I'm like, oh, my God, brother. I'm like, brother, she died. They're like, who? Coretta Scott King. He's like, oh, my God, are you serious? So I go to class, and I'm like, Coretta Scott King died. And they're like, who? And I'm like, have we gotten so comfortable up in this world that we don't even know who she is? I'm like, what? What? I don't think so.
If he delivered the message like this, then you understand why it is everybody's confused. I picture him standing in a Catholic schoolgirl skirt, looking like Britney from Oops, I Did It Again, with his brother, Coretta died. What?
We got him. This is it right here.
Miss a day, miss a whole lot.
Coming through your speakers, boy.
It's Wendy, man.
So, here we go. It's the Wendy Williams Experience. It's still Advice Hour. Shout out to Karen Green, who says that coochie of mine is a keeper. His voice is so well, exciting, rustic, rough, and vulgar. I like it that way. He does something to my coochie. Charlamagne the God is truly your alter ego. Wendy, you don't need Woody anymore. She calls you coochie of mine. All right, so on Friday, the People Poll question was, has someone ever slipped a roofie in your drink? You know, a Mickey, something to alter your personality. 94% of you said no. 6% of you said yeah. It's happened. We talked about roofies on Friday. Today's question, do you think Denise Richards' career will be affected by the love triangle scandal? Should have been in a negative way. Affected in a negative way. Oh, anyway, you can go to my website, thewendywilliamsexperience.com, okay? All right, let me answer that. In the meantime, let's go back to the telephones. Line number 1, Renee is 28. Hey, you're my homegirl from Ocean Township, New Jersey, I see. Renee.
Hello?
Hi, Renee.
Hi, Wendy. How you doing?
Good. What part of Ocean Township do you live?
I'm not in Ocean Township. I said Ocean County.
Oh, stupid Woodley.
Wendy, you're too much.
Yes.
You're great.
Yeah.
I love you.
Thanks, Renee. So you have issues with your son's father?
Yes. Okay. Wendy, I emailed you a letter back in August from my job, and I was trying to get some advice from you before all of this escalated, and now it's too late, so now I'm glad I'm able to get through to you so I can find out what kind of advice you can offer me at this point.
Okay.
Okay. My son's father, he got popped. He went to
jail.
The fun house, right? Whatever you want to call it.
Okay.
And while he was away for the year and a half, I was faithful to him, visiting him, bringing my son up there to see him and everything. And he made a confession to me while he was away about something he did while we were together.
Okay.
We were together for 10 years, not on and off, just completely 10 years. Okay, whatever.
Okay.
So when he made the confession to me, he told me that he went away to Atlanta for a month. He was like on the run, if you want us to say that.
While you were together?
Yes.
Okay.
He went to Atlanta, and while he was down there, he went and got an apartment with another guy friend of his and two other girls.
Okay.
And he didn't tell me. He had me under the impression that he was down there staying with a friend of his who I knew from high school.
Okay.
So in short, I was upset about that because, you know, naturally you're down there with two other females. What are you doing? You know? So I met this guy.
Can we get to the point?
Shut up, Wendy.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
Renee?
I met this guy, and we hit it off really, really good.
Yeah.
And somebody saw us in town together, and it got back to him, yada, yada, yada.
Wait a minute. Your man's in jail and somebody saw you?
Yes.
Okay. And you've been with him for 10 years?
Yes.
And you're 28. What is the actual question to me? Should you stay with him or not?
No, it's not that.
Okay.
Because I'm going to be getting an apartment in July, and I wanted to know if I should leave myself open for him when he does come home, because he'll be home at the end of July.
Oh.
Or should I just stay with the guy that I'm with now? Because he's really good to me. We get along fine. Everything's just like perfect. It's almost too good to be true. I just don't know if I should just, when I get this apartment, leave myself available for when my son's father comes home. Because when he sends me letters, he's saying things like, I want to be with you, I want to be with you, I don't care what you did. You know what I'm saying?
Well, here's the thing. How long has he been in jail?
2 years now it's going to be.
Where would he live if he didn't live with you?
His mom.
Perfect. Send him back home to his mother.
Okay.
In the meantime, you will have, what, a 2 or 3 bedroom apartment?
Say that again?
How you'll have a 2 or 3 bedroom apartment. In other words, your son will have his own room. You'll have your own room.
Exactly.
And you'll still date the guy who you've been seeing. And and the baby's father. Listen, a baby's father is always there. There's a chance for him to redeem himself, become a good man. You have to realize you're a grown woman. You need dough to take care of your son. He can't just lay up with you and expect to be sexing you and whatnot. There are things that he needs to do, like suppress some of the black man anger so he can get out here and become a productive member of society for his own self emotionally, as well as a role model for his son.
Right.
I would not lay back with that.
Right.
And I wouldn't let him come right out of jail and bring all that jail anger to your house.
Right, that's true.
You know, because the man won't give him a job and because society's looking down on him because he, you know. Let him live with his mother.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. In the meantime, I wouldn't move the other guy in with you.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm definitely not doing that.
And don't give anybody keys to your house.
Not at all.
All right.
Okay, Wendy, my son wants to say something to you, okay?
Okay.
All right, here.
Yes?
How you doing?
All right.
Love you, Wendy.
Love you too. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Line number, wow. Charlamagne, this is for you. Line number 2. Black-eyed biatch. 28 from Atlanta. She got punched in the eye at the club and she wants to know how to get rid of the black eye.
No.
What?
Hello?
Yes, hi, it's Wendy.
Hey, Wendy, how you doing?
Good. How you doing?
No, I didn't get punched. I got stole.
What is are you hear her accent country? Help me.
Somebody snuck her. Somebody snuck her when she wasn't looking.
That's when you don't know what's coming, and then somebody just hits you like blindside. I got stole.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, so now, what is your complexion? Name a famous person, because
I'm like, and I don't want to say this chick's name. Hoops complexion, because I don't like hoops. But
okay. Well, I mean, I was just asking to just figure out how much it was showing. Why don't you go get some Dermablend?
It's purple.
Dermablend.
Really?
Dermablend, yeah. Go get Dermablend and put the powder over it and the concealer and whatnot. I mean, Dermablend is makeup for burn victims and whatnot. It can certainly handle a purple, black, and blue for a few days. And this might be the time that you might want to wear some glasses. Not sunglasses, because it'll look like you got stole, but you know, maybe some clear, mirror-y, reflective-y type glasses.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I got another question.
Okay.
What's the best way to get revenge without stooping down to a real top level like that?
You still on the chick that stole on you?
Yeah, you got to stoop back to the same level.
Except it happened in the club in front of everybody.
Except when you do it with her, you're going to have a big-ass ring on your finger, so you get a steal and a scrape. See what I'm saying? Damn, I can't believe I'm giving advice on something like that. All right, you all, it is what it is. Keep it where you got it.
Wendy, man.
I've been with this guy for like 5 years, and I know you say don't cheat. I know, but I can't help it. I want to.
You have intention on getting married?
We're married.
Oh, my God!
The Wendy Williams Experience. The real reality show right here, man.
Let's start naming names.
Jay-Z, Puff, 50, Russell Simmons. Where you want to go with this thing?
This is the hour of truth.
You can't handle the truth.
Ready for this?
When I ask you a question, you answer. You dig, mother.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
Yeah, man, what up, man? It's your boy Bow Wow. How you doing? Oh, how you doing? Yeah, yo, what up, man? It's your boy Bow Wow, you know what I'm saying? How you doing?
All right. So David Blaine is in the bubble, and not one person from the show has gone over to just see what... Well, I gotta tell you, I sped past the area the other day. Didn't bother stopping because I was in a rush. And I had a car sitter in the car. I could have double parked and gotten out and looked, but I was in a rush. Blaine in the bubble. Justin said that he went. Did you go?
I looked for a second, and just a whole bunch of people standing around staring. So
yeah.
I watched it on TV.
Yeah. Well, He's supposed to be getting out of there tonight. If you're still interested, the drama's unfolding in New York City at Lincoln Center, ABC tonight at 8 o'clock. He's going to do something with holding his breath. I don't know. Yeah, I don't. I don't even care.
He's supposed to wrap himself in 150-pound chains.
Right.
That's worth going to see. A white man in chains?
Well, he'll be up there just about the time you'll be free from your microphone shackles. You going to go say?
No.
Well, you sure?
No.
Well, regarding the ring that Gail wears, she and Oprah have been wearing those rings forever. It's an eternity ring. And apparently some reporters shouted out to Gayle King, Oprah's best friend, when Gail was walking down the red carpet last week to, a movie, some sort of, the support of something called, I forgot what it's called, Susan St. James' sons and Dick Ebersol. They lost one of the sons in a plane crash a couple of years ago, but they're two surviving sons, and one's name is Charlie and one's name is Willie, and they're movie makers. And so Oprah's friend Gail went in support of these guys. So she's on the red carpet and she was wearing the ring in question. Now the ring is an eternity ring. It goes all the way around, and Oprah wears hers on her pinky. I don't know whether Gail wears hers on her pinky. I've always taken those rings at face value for what they are. Oprah had apparently a bigger piece of jewelry, some earrings. They were huge, and she got them crunched up and made into eternity rings for her closest friends. Now, the reporter who shouted out to Gail said, "I love your ring." And then Oprah said, "Oprah and I are not engaged." See, Gail's a good sport. She understands exactly where people are angling. She probably even understands why it is that people would think that they're... I've never thought of Gail and Oprah as being lovers. I've thought of them as being best friends, exactly what they are. Share all the secrets. No, Gail could point us to Oprah's lover. And please, save that Stedman mess.
Oprah's cat trap is being used to pee in the...
Still has her period? Oh, never mind. Why am I asking him?
Exactly.
Taryn, do you think Oprah's menopausal?
Yeah. I think so.
If we're lucky, we'll all get there one day. I mean, Anyway.
Get the flag juice.
Yeah, get the flag juice ready. Gail, on the other hand, is Gail enjoys men, and men only. She has an understanding of, well, maybe not men only. Yeah, what's your story, Gail? Gail's got herself a nice little boyfriend, actually, now. I can't even think of what his name is. You've been spotted with him a lot, though, Gail. I like that. Gail's got a nice smile. She's got youthful teeth. You ever look at her teeth? She's got those two long rabbit teeth in the front. A lot of people look at that as imperfection, but in actuality, when you're older, they give your smile a youthful swagger, Hey, Gail. How you doing?
How you doing?
So, LL Cool J apparently has turned down a lot of reality shows. People have been coming to him for reality shows based on his life. He doesn't think that his home life is interesting enough. No, honey, but that life outside the home is. Hit the button.
Mm-hmm. How you doing?
All right. Yes. No, we would never get the truth. Oh, he's right there? All right. Well, that wasn't 5 minutes. I wanted to have a little... Hi, Mr. Van Peebles.
Hey.
How are you? Have a seat. Melvin Van Peebles is here, everybody. It's nice to see you, sir.
You too. You too. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. How you doing?
Hanging in strong.
Yes, I see. So now, Melvin Van Peebles is in the studio, everybody. There is a new play in New York City called Ain't Supposed to Die, A Natural Death. Isn't that the only way to die, though, Mr. Van Peebles?
Well, it is and it ain't. Ain't Supposed to Die a Natural Death. It's a revival of a show I had years ago. Mm-hmm. And at the time, Rap Brown had taken that thing, and that came from Frederick Douglass.
Oh.
And Frederick Douglass, the whole phrase is, a slave ain't supposed to die a natural death. In other words, I mean, don't fold your hands quietly on your chest and then go where you're supposed to die fighting.
Right, fight. Gotcha.
So that's not considered a natural death.
Yes.
No, you're not supposed to, in the situation that we're in politically now and have been for the last, say 400 years.
Yes.
We're not supposed to die a natural death.
Yes, you look terrific.
I feel terrific.
How old are you now, if you don't mind me asking?
No, but I wish you'd asked me 4 years ago. I'm serious. Because 4 years ago, I love it people, and they say, how old are you? I say, I can't tell you because they say, why not? Oh, I understand. It's because it's a nasty number.
Oh, okay. 69.
You understood. This is what I like about you. You have a foul mind.
My mind is always in the gutter.
So that makes it. For you who are ghetto challenged, that means I'm 73.
Yes. Well, you look terrific. You got a girlfriend?
I can't answer that. Her husband might be listening.
Tell us what the play is about. Ain't Supposed to Die a Natural Death. It is playing in New York at one theater and one theater only right now.
Yeah, it's in a cabaret. It's in a cabaret setting now.
Very nice.
Yeah, before it was at the 30 years ago. It was on Broadway, and then I thought I'd bring it back in this other setting because I'd done it at the Classical Theater of Harlem.
Yes,
and it was such a big success, and we thought we'd bring it downtown.
Now, where is it downtown? Tell us.
It's 240 West 52nd Street. That's between Victor's and Hairspray.
And what's the name? Okay, between Victor's and Hairspray.
Hey,
don't you love Victor's though? Have you been in there yet? That's
Victor's used to went up on Broadway. Now that was a bomb.
Yeah,
you understand? It's got a little she for my taste now.
What's the name of the theater, Taryn?
Teen New York.
Teen New York, that's the name of the thing.
Yeah.
So the Teen New York box office is how people get tickets for this play.
Yeah.
Melvin Van Peebles is in the studio right now. Mr. Van Peebles, the black leadership is struggling right now. What do you feel the state is of black leadership, and also as it relates to immigration?
Well, you know what happens with the black leadership. They got hip to us being able to bring our own folks forward, and so now anytime anybody who stands up, he is quickly marginalized. So I think it happens anytime somebody tries to get their game going.
Yeah.
And so we have the leadership. They just don't have the possibility of disseminating a lot of what we're thinking.
So people like Al Sharpton, in other words, what you're saying is, he's able to lead, but there's not enough. They're not enough.
Well, you can lead until you get powerful, and then they will throw some kind of ass monkey wrench in the game.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean?
I remember when I was growing up, there was Andrew Young. There. You know what I'm saying? I forgot the mayor of Chicago, Harold. What was his name?
And there was Stokes in Cleveland, and.
There was somebody great in Chicago. I remember I wanted to live in Chicago. There were a lot of
but they discovered the power of disseminating the information.
Right.
It used to be at the time that if someone had something to say, they assumed we were all fools, and they'd let them get on television, they let them get on the newspaper, etc., etc. Once they discovered that they were supplying the space for people to talk to one another, that's when they keep us on a short string.
Gotcha.
I mean, Ain't Supposed to Die is the subtext. It's called Tunes from Blackness. And every night after the show, folks said, I never thought I'd see it again. I never thought I'd hear the truth per se.
And the underlying message of the play
but
is
the good thing about the play, man, is that the young kids are coming. So I'm going to do the whole hip hop album of the stuff that mixed with some a group called Dirty Rats,
okay.
and DRX. And after the show, it's not just a show. So you couldn't do this in a show. After the cabaret, we do graffiti on the wall and everything else. You know what I mean?
Well, how's your son doing, by the way? How's Mario?
He's not borrowing money from me.
that makes him all right then.
That's as a parent, that's close enough for government work.
Do you eat watermelon in front of white people?
No, I don't. The reason I don't is because I don't like watermelon. Now, you put some cantaloupe or you put some ribs, you're in trouble.
Oh.
Understand? I mean, but watermelon's not my
That was a
favorite.
documentary that Mr.
How to eat your
Van Peebles
watermelon
did.
white company and enjoy it.
Yes, exactly. How many grandchildren do you have now?
8.
It's incredible how you all look, like all the guys, you all have the look. The dimple in the chin, the very square jaw. It's just incredible.
I thought he looked like the postman for a long time.
So now, you were educated in Ohio at Wesleyan University?
Yeah, I went to Ohio Wesleyan. That was one of the places I went to.
Where else did you go?
Well, I went to school. I went to the block. I mean, I went there and got the formal this, that, and the other. I was born in Chicago, and my idea, happiness was Chicago in the rearview mirror. You understand what I'm saying? But they were still building the stockade when I left Chicago.
Wow,
there, you know.
wow.
And but I lived in Mexico and Holland, and of course I still live in France.
Do you?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, but where I get educated, every morning I get educated. I have this secret, you see. I have the paper. I look, and if I'm not in the obituary column, I get my ass up.
Then you're good. Yeah.
All right, I'm good to go.
You work until you die.
Well,
you enjoy your work, though.
Okay, I'm gonna drop my drawers and tell you the truth.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Oh. It's not work. I call it work so they leave me alone, but I'm not working.
You love it.
I'm just trying to stay out the post office. You want to know the truth.
I noticed that you're tatted up on your neck. What is going on there? Melvin Van Peebles in the studio. What is that?
Well, years ago, I mean, this was before anybody was into tattoos, I made a lot of money.
Yeah.
And I didn't know anyone who had money, and I'd always been told that money would make you change. So I tattooed what had happened to me on my neck so I wouldn't forget. So I see this nigga every morning in the mirror.
Yeah.
And it says Lynchier.
Wow.
But on my rear end is written, if you can.
Wow. Do you got anything tattooed on the deals?
We'll talk about that.
I'm just asking. You're very.
What do you mean? I'm on the down low. I said on my rear. That is the bills.
How you doing?
Hello.
So now you have a website. I would like to get people to go to your website, melvinvanpeebles.com. You are a legend. You've, sweet badass song. Like I mentioned, how to eat your watermelon while in...
Don't worry about all that stuff. You don't have to read that stuff. Hey, you know me, you don't know. It don't matter.
I mean, you know what? But you know what? You are part of film history.
Yeah.
And I had a really great conversation with your son last time we spoke. This time, it's not about your son. It's about you, and you're promoting your play.
Yeah.
So I will give your website, melvinvanpeebles.com. The play is called Ain't Supposed to Die, A Natural Death. He's a 3-time Grammy winner, an 11-time Tony Award winner, an actor, director, screenwriter, and composer, certainly the father of Mario, and a good man and friend to the show.
Thank you very, 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 very much, man.
And you can check...
the new CD that's coming out is going to be the bomb, y'all. Going to be the bomb.
Uh-oh. Okay, so it's the T. What's the theater?
T New York.
T New York Theater. Get your ticket 240 West 52nd Street. Get your tickets at the tnewyorktheater.com. How many people does that theater seat? Just so people know.
About 300.
Okay, very nice, very nice. And it's open now. And how long are you going to be there?
It depends on them.
Okay, well, you all get out there and support this man. Thank you, Mr. Van Peebles.
Oh, thank
you very much. Okay. Very nice to see you again. I like to see my guests do the walk away here in the new studio. There he goes. Charlamagne, there he goes. Bye, Mr. Van Peebles.
It's Wendy, man.
George Bush doesn't care about black people. And George Bush doesn't care about
Wendy Williams. The Wendy Williams Experience. Wow.
107.5 107.5
WBLS.
Yeah, today's R&B and classic soul, the Wendy Williams Experience. Let's go to line number 2. You know what? I'm sorry, Ann. I did not even think to go to the telephones when Mr. Van Peebles was here. Hello?
Hi, Wendy.
Hi, Ann. Did you actually want to speak with him?
No, not at all.
Okay.
I'm dying a slow death. I'm sorry.
I'm glad you said that. I just, that's why I didn't think to go to the phones. I was like, I don't want to drag this on any
Wendy,
longer.
Please, it's the 4 o'clock. I'm driving home. I need to be awake.
Listen, you're 33 years old now. You know you're dead wrong. You're supposed to have an appreciation.
Now, Wendy, I love him, but that's about it. I mean, come on now. This guy was putting me to sleep. I couldn't take it. I'm sorry. I don't know what the heck was he talking about.
I don't know. I was trying to play it off.
But Wendy,
Yes.
you know, you should play that clock through the whole interview because he made no sense, and he's not gonna have me going to see that play because.
Well, no, there are certain people that want to see the play. I mean, just because you're ignorant and I have no patience, and and Charlamagne was so sleepy he couldn't even think to crack a joke. I know you were having a war in your head. Do I say something? No, he's a legend. Do I say something? No, I wish that do I make a joke?
But you don't want to embarrass like your mom in front of company by saying the wrong thing.
Yeah.
So I just decided to shut
how
up.
you doing, Chlamydia? How you doing?
Greetings.
See, this is what Ann's interested in.
No, Wendy, I love you, but listen, I mean, he was just boring.
I know. Okay, I'll lie on that sword. All right, let's get back to the jokes.
How you doing, Wendy?
All right.
Hey, Chlamydia.
Greetings.
Oh, wow. Put the clock on her.
Wendy.
All right, Ann, bye.
Okay, bye.
Let's talk to Cheryl, because she wants to talk about drinking in the club on line number 1. It's a damn shame show.
Wendy.
Hi, Cheryl.
How you doing?
All right.
Listen, when we're of a certain age, it's been common sense that's been taught to me through my mother. You don't ever leave your drink unattended.
Right.
I don't care who's around it.
Right.
Unless it's her herself.
Right.
You don't share drinks with people. You don't leave it. People leave themselves wide open for all kinds of things unnecessarily.
Yeah, they do.
So, that was about it.
Oh, okay. Oh, you just wanted to let everybody know. Just don't leave your drink with anybody.
Yeah, don't leave your drink right in front of you, even if it's cupped between your breasts, because things get dropped in you won't believe.
I know.
Listen, I got some advice for you. Only you can prevent forest fires, okay?
Who's that, Chlamydia?
Yeah, exactly.
Or clairvoyant.
Well, we taught him a lot about roofies. We got him so scared.
Oh, man.
You know.
That's a frightening thing.
Yeah, well,
I've been holding my tongue, but I've made a comment about hoops.
Okay.
I don't know. She just comes off to me as someone very greasy, like she grows potatoes in her ears. You ever had your mom lay you across her lap and squeeze your ears?
Potatoes out of your ears.
Very greasy shininess about her.
Thank you, Cheryl, over there.
Okay, bye.
Take care. Bye-bye. Michael is on line number 3. He wants to talk about Mr. Van Peebles. Now, Michael, you're 42. Can you please bring some maturity to the table? You and I are age appropriate. I just can't muster it up. He was boring. Michael?
Yes?
Hi, it's Wendy.
Hey, Wendy, how you doing?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm cool. I was just listening to Melvin Van Peebles, and I just heard another caller talking about how boring he was. And I mean, yeah, I can understand he wasn't the most exciting guy in the world, but he's a legend. So I thought, you did the right thing by not taking him jokes or anything like that.
Yes, thank you.
I mean, a guy like that, you kind of have to give the respect to him, even though he wasn't knocking the ball out of the park.
Yeah.
To give him a chance.
Well, not only that, I had a more of an in-depth conversation with him the last time that he was here, which was about maybe 6 months ago. Yeah. He was here, and his son Melvin Mario was on the phone, and I just didn't. It was just something about today. We'll hit you with the best of if or something.
Oh, everybody's calling Charlamagne all kinds of different names. The one name that I have for me is not familiar or anything. It's Got It Made.
It's what? Oh, got a name?
Got It Made.
Got It Made.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
And he's gonna get paid if he keeps his head on right.
Exactly. Got It Made. I like that one. Thank you.
Take care.
Bye, Michael. Yeah, Franny May sent in Child of Mine. instead of Charlamagne. Country Behind. Glad You Came, Charlamagne. Card Game, Crying Shame. And last but not least, she says, instead of Charlamagne the God, Constantly Barred. So people are having jokes at Charlamagne's expense, and he's loving it up. Welcome to New York.
That's what girls say after a few hours with me, you know. A few hours in the bedroom.
Jokes.
No, I'm glad you came. Finally.
Anyway, Cheryl is on line. Excuse me. Yeah, Cheryl's on line number 6. Number two. Sorry. Hi, Wendy. Hey, Cheryl. How are you?
It's awesome to finally speak to you. I love your show. I've been listening to you forever.
Thanks, Cheryl.
And Charlamagne is also fabulous. But I would really love to say the one caller who called in and said that Melvin Van Peebles was boring. Mm-hmm. I mean, how interesting is she? I mean, you've got to be intelligent to understand a man like Melvin Van Peebles, who's done so much when nobody else was doing anything.
Well, he has. He has done quite a bit.
And he deserves the utmost respect. He could read the newspaper to me, and I wouldn't even care, or the phone book, because I think he's got a lot to say, and we've got a lot to learn from somebody like that, especially considering what we are doing right now.
Well, you do have a point, but the conversation was a bit cricketish. And I guess I could have brought up the conversation and had it steer and so on and so forth. But I'll tell you what he really wanted to do, because at this particular point, you know, he is, you know, investing and producing and directing and putting together this play. So what he really came here for, I understand the businessman in him, to promote his play. Ain't Supposed to Die a Natural Death. At T New York on 240 West 52nd Street. And if you're interested, it's on Fridays and Saturdays at 8 p.m. And you can call for tickets at 212-352-3101 or visit melvinvanpeeples.com. I understand what you're saying. We had that kind of conversation with him last time that he was here.
Oh, yeah, and I hope everybody goes out and sees the play, because maybe we can all learn a little bit more than we know.
Yeah, Cheryl, yes. Thank you, Cheryl.
And thank you so much, Wendy, for being who you are.
Thank you, Cheryl. Bye-bye.
Have a great day. Bye.
Bye-bye. It's funny because the woman who said that he's cricketish was 35, and then Cheryl, who said we could all learn something, is 35. See, you got two different swings of one age. Yep, that's the family. That's the show. Yep. Thanks, fam. Family Maine. Yeah. All right. Anyway, we're going to continue with this break, everybody. Coming up, we must talk about Shaka Khan's son. We got to finish talking about LL Cool J, Rihanna. What is that her name? Rihanna or Rihanna?
Rihanna, something.
Rihanna. That's my Asian sister. Okay. All right. So you all keep it where you got it. It's Wendy till 7. And Charlamagne's here too on 107.5 WBLS. Hello? Oh. Oh, yeah. Everybody, Mother's Day is right around the corner, and WBLS Street Team is going to be on patrol at, well, they're calling it Rose Patrol. Yeah. In your neighborhood, handing out roses. Yeah, New York Flowers and Plant Shed. That's where we get our roses. 209 West 96th Street. You can call 1-800-HAS-ROSES. It's easy. Just dial that now and order some beautiful flowers. They got the same-day delivery for the mother in your life. 1-800-HAS-ROSES. Thank you, New York Flowers and Plant Shed on 96th Street. Also, a special shout-out to Jerome Florist. Jerome's got the flowers you need. Jerome's Florist. Jerome Florist is located at 1379 Madison Avenue. I've got their telephone number if you'd like to call them. 212-289-1677. What are you doing for your mother for Mother's Day? Yeah, I already ordered my flowers. Flowers by Leslie at 894 Broadway in Brooklyn at 718-574-4070. Flowers by Leslie on Broadway in Brooklyn. They've got it going on. Charlamagne, don't forget, on Thursday, you're going to be going to Woodbridge, New Jersey. Do you exactly know where that is?
No.
All right. Well,
but it's me and the PPG models. I know that much.
Yes, you're going to be with the models for the Models and Bottle event. Shout out to everybody who's going to see Charlamagne and the models at Studio 9 in Woodbridge. And it's Mother's Day weekend coming up, and so, You all keep it where you got it. I'll give you those telephone numbers again. I know you're trying to order your flowers and stuff like that. This hour of the show is brought to you by Judge Joe Brown. LA Weight Loss, 1-800-448-TRIM. It's 1-800-448-TRIM. LA Weight Loss got it going on with the one-on-one weight loss counselors. Yes, 1-800-448-TRIM. It's LA Weight Loss. Thank you.
Watch Judge Joe Brown at 3 p.m. and Judge Judy at 4 p.m. Only on NBC4.
This portion of the program is brought to you by the Home Depot. The Home Depot has everything you need to make your garden look absolutely stunning. You find a huge variety of fresh nursery quality plants grown locally at guaranteed everyday low prices.
It's Wendy.
We're back live in the studio, and right now it's time to get your vote for the most requested song of the day.
I don't know. Don't look at me. It's the Wendy Williams Experience. Shout out to everybody in Philly. I'll see you Thursday at Grape Street. Doc B, Cosmic Cav. We got it going on. You're going to miss that one, son. You're going to be in Woodbridge. This is not TV. Why do you just get exactly stupid work? Not on TV. You can't just look at somebody. I'm talking to you. You're going to miss that one, son.
I know.
I'll be in Philly, in Manioc on Thursday. You'll be in
Woodbridge, New Jersey.
Yeah, well, whatever.
That studio number
9.
Yeah.
Rihanna, my Bayesian cousin, she, Rihanna, sit down. just sit the hell down. She refuses to take her newfound fame seriously because she fears she's going to end up like her idol, Whitney Houston.
Oh, knock it off. You better hope you have a career that Whitney had before crack.
All I'm saying is that you know, like you can help addiction. You know what I mean? Sit down, Rihanna. You know, the mess up in Whitney's career is purely due to Whitney at this point being weak to something. So you sit down, just wanting to be heard. Stay in a child's place. Now, I like you and you're my Bayesian sister. Listen, I'm going to go on. She's horrified by recent reports about Whitney's decadent lifestyle, the drinking and drugs, and she's determined to learn from Whitney's mistakes and remain true to herself. Here's her quote. You ready for this one? Whitney Houston is a big idol of mine, so influential. See how things can go wrong when you seem to have everything. When you seem to have everything is educational. Seeing how things go wrong when you seem to have everything is educational. All right, well, whatever. Whitney has made some of the greatest songs ever, and I don't want what happened to her to happen to me, and that's why I don't take fame seriously. Sit down and stay stupid. Just sit down.
We don't take our career seriously.
Yeah. Little John and Fat Joe have joined Pimp My Ride. The TV crew is going international. They're doing an international edition where they're going to make over cars in Germany.
Don't care.
Neither do I. Chaka Khan's son has been acquitted. Now, you've been in jail for attempted murder before.
Assault and battery with intent to kill and pointing and presenting a firearm. Wow. Not attempted murder.
Wow. Goose, sounds like attempted murder to me. Chaka Khan's son has been acquitted of murder charges in Los Angeles, which means he's gotten off. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. His name is Damian Holland. He's 27. He was accused, you remember, back in 2004 of shooting this guy named Christopher Bailey during a party at Damian's house. And so apparently he admitted, Damian, that he lied to police initially about his friend Christopher's death, but, you know, saying that it was accidental. But then in court, he started saying that, you know, the recent court date, they were fighting over a rifle, blah, blah, blah. The dead man, Bailey, was having an affair with Chaka Khan's son's girlfriend. Chaka was there with her son in court. And congratulations. A piece of this nightmare is over. I guess the other part is public ridicule and making sure people understand that your son's not a murderer. I guess.
Just because he got off didn't mean he didn't kill him.
Well, you know, I'm trying to save the sideway comments for like 48 hours later. And just because he got off doesn't mean that, well. Okay, let me see. Charlene's on line number 3. Charlene! Hi, how are you?
Show. I'm fine. Think your show is great.
I was listening to your interview with Melvin Van Peebles.
Yes.
And your interviews are usually great, but I thought that one was a little disrespectful. I think that you could have helped. It wasn't the most exciting interview in the world, but he's an interesting man, and I think that you could have made that interview a little more interesting. Maybe your interns could have done some research.
I know.
He was just involved in a very interesting arc on Girlfriends, a show that
you know what?
I just watched.
I just thought about that. He was the old man that Joan was dating on Girlfriend.
He sure was. He was Joan's boyfriend, and he was also on Living Single. He keeps it current. That show was very interesting, and I'm surprised you didn't bring that up.
Well, the reason that I didn't bring that particular part up, and nobody except for me and Goose were in the room the last time, I didn't want to talk about him and younger girls and all that other kind of stuff, because it kind of went to the left the last time that he was here. You know what I'm saying, Goose? I'm not going to bring it up. I just don't want to, I wasn't trying to, I'm not, you know what I mean?
But it wasn't about him being involved in younger girls. It was like an acting role that he was doing that was brilliant. He was great in that.
And here's another thing. I'll be honest with you. When I woke up this morning, I wasn't in the best mood, and I think it's taken a toll of my patience for the cricketishness today. Sorry.
I didn't like the crickets on him either. He's great. He was Spike Lee before there was a Spike Lee.
He was. You're right. With that sweet badass, that he opened up a lot of doors in the film industry with that.
Absolutely, and he does keep it current.
I know.
You saw him on Girlfriends?
No, well, I do. Now that you mentioned, I did see that episode of Girlfriends.
I can't say that was a great acting role neither, because he played an old man who was using Viagra. It's not really a stretch.
It was interesting. It was an interesting role, and it's like he's current.
Yeah.
And it's not just Van Peebles. It's not just Mario. It was Melvin, and Melvin's a good guy.
No, he is. I mean, they are definitely in the history books, both of them.
Good.
And I was just saying to Carmine behind the scenes, I was like, what is it about today? I'm just feeling,
because you're usually excellent with these things.
I know.
So I'll give you this one.
Thank you, Charlene.
You're welcome. Have a nice day.
You too. Bye-bye. Uh-oh. Ebony's on line number 2, and her man is wearing her panties.
Oh.
Ebony.
Back to the show.
Ebony, yeah, exactly. Shut up, Goose, dumbass.
Hello?
Ebony?
Hello?
Ebony, your man's wearing your panties.
I believe so.
Well, what makes you think that he might be wearing them?
Because it's like when I go home, my panties drawers, they all like fondle with.
Wow.
And then they feel like they're been on somebody bigger.
Ow. So why don't you confront him about this? Because is there anybody else in the house besides you and he?
It's just me and him. And then I don't want to confront him about it. He's like, "What, you trying to call me gay?"
Well, this is what you do, okay? We're going to do the hair test. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to take a few pieces of hair and you're going to arrange your laundry. First of all, you got to. What?
No, go ahead. I'm listening.
Who is that? Your gay friend?
Yeah.
No, a gay friend is quick to say that your man is gay. You can't listen to your gay friend in this one. Why don't you take a Polaroid picture of how you keep your panties arranged? And then close the drawer.
I don't know. Wendy, I didn't say that. You watch Wendy. I know our man when he's gay, honey. Just like I got my other. Hello?
How you doing?
Is he gay? Is her man gay?
Wendy, you had me on phone for here. I got the red girl. This is Bimbo. Hey, Wendy.
Hi, Bimbo. Bimbo is always up in somebody's house. That's how you stay in the head with the Snapple bottle, Bimbo. Stop. Ebony, take a picture and then come back and do your investigation. Or goodbye, Bimbo, damn. Don't you have a man to catch? How you doing, Bimbo? Everybody keep it here. Hey, Soul for Real and more gossip next hour.
This show is crazy. Just make sure it stays broadcast right here because it's crazy. Everybody I know loves it, even my mother.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
Hey, yo, what's up, party people? Yo, this is Ghostface. It's Legs Diamond, Raekwon the Chef.
Hey, yo, this is Meth right here.
You popping right now with the queen of radio, Wendy Williams. I be the RZA, Wu-Tang in effect. Bong.
Wendy Williams. Every state wanna be like, wanna look like, wanna act like, wanna dress like, wanna sound like, style stealing, clone ass, biting ass everywhere, non-reality singing.
Williams Experience.
Tori Spelling got married over the weekend. Yup, yesterday, as a matter of fact, in a private island ceremony in Fiji. People magazine reported it. And you know what, Tori, congratulations. I love your new show. But make way for the Wendy Williams Experience on VH1, because once we get on, exactly. And I'll see you at the Christmas party, girl. By the way, so she got married and Darius McRae got divorced. Well, he's getting a divorce. The guy from Family Matters. Did you know he was married?
Eddie?
Yeah, Eddie is married. And apparently, he eloped with his girlfriend, a Las Vegas showgirl named Juliette, back in December of 2005. 5 weeks into the marriage, they split. They filed for divorce with irreconcilable differences, and they only knew each other for 4 months before getting married. So you know what that was about. He went to Vegas. He was mesmerized with the whole showgirl thing. 4 months later, they're married, and now they're divorced.
I heard he was How You Doing, and the father of Family Matters.
Well, the father on Family Matters is legendary, along with the father on Fresh Prince and whatnot. Darius McRae, I don't know, but he's had a lot of high-profile relationships, including your girl, Tracy Ellis Ross from Girlfriends, Coco from SWV, Ty James, Rick James's daughter, who's been to the show before, and Nona Gay, Marvin Gaye's daughter. So, anyway, let's bring Soul for Real in. Speaking of people from back in the day, Darius McRae, Family Matters, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, what is this, their new song? Uh-oh. I do recognize, oh my gosh, if I were to see you all in the street, I would recognize you. Why does it seem like it was so long ago? We got 4 chairs, 1, 2, and then 3, 4. Because we only have 4 microphones. Hey, what's your family last name? Dalrymple. Oh, here it is. This is their new song, everybody. That's what Soul for Real is here promoting.
They don't have enough headphones.
They
reserved those for the stars, but they didn't want to break them out.
This is Charlamagne the God. Back in 1990. When did your first Candy Bang come out? Back in 94. Yeah.
95.
Wow, look at you. Oh, how old are you now?
25.
Wow, oh, you're the same age as Charlamagne.
Yeah.
So how old were you back in 94?
14.
14. Okay, so you were a bum.
14.
And at least he had his career.
He got one hit, and I'm going to record one hit hopefully one day if I ever start doing anything other than radio.
Yeah, so, every little thing.
Yeah, every little
so
thing.
That's 2, baby. That's 2.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah, 2.
They have a plot. Well, he's from South Carolina. They might not have gotten the flavor like you all, because you are New Yorkers.
Yeah.
You're from Long Island, and your star was probably shining the hardest here with Uptown Records. You know, back then, I was the DJ on the radio. You were the ones making the music. Definitely. Puffy was that dude. Mary, Uptown Records, Andre Harrell. Like that whole, it was like a whole nother world.
Right.
It's like we were in high school together. We've all graduated. This is a reunion.
It's good to see you, Wendy.
So let's get into it. First of all, you guys are all brothers.
Yes.
How many different fathers and mothers?
Same.
Everybody's the same.
Yeah.
Do you ever wonder whether you are adopted?
It's funny because I used to always say that, like, I wonder if I'm adopted.
No, you and dude, you two look the most alike.
They said that me and Ray favor and Brian and Jason's favor.
Okay, so now your album Candy Rain, that went platinum.
Yes, it did.
You saw great success with that album, and then it just kind of all right. Turn this out. And then what happened? Like, where have you guys been for the past
10 years? I
yeah.
mean, basically, we hung up the chords up until now. I mean, we've been basically mastering our craft.
Yeah.
The industry, as we all know, is real tricky.
Yeah.
It's funny, especially now. So, I mean, it really just kind of made us, left a sour taste in our mouth with, all the stuff that goes on, behind the scenes.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know what it takes to actually be a successful, group. So, I mean, we were young at the time, too, so...
Did it help you or hurt you that you're all blood brothers and,
Definitely,
I think it helped us.
Yeah, it could only be a help because, having the fact that we were born and raised together, a lot of times it's like there's no such thing as forget you. You know what I mean? You're my brother at the end of the day.
Did you guys live separate from your parents at that particular time? Like, did you have a soul for real apartment where all four of you were, and maybe you left the squirt at home or something?
No,
we got a house.
We just got a house, and everybody piled up in the house.
Fine. Fine.
We were brought up close.
Yeah, we all just lived in the same house.
Yeah. No, there were 4 bedrooms.
No, that was 5 bedrooms.
5 bedrooms.
Right.
And so, and how was the money back then?
Well, the money, honestly, we didn't see a lot of like
royalties,
residuals, the things that
that we were supposed to get.
Who hasn't, Puffy?
No.
I might have
talk
some.
about him. I mean,
Heavy D. Heavy D.
Heavy D.
Heavy D, give up the royalties, man.
Give up the royalties. You know, I'm not gonna hold my tongue
honestly,
to that.
I mean, I think we weren't taught. We weren't taught. That's the whole thing. I can't even honestly. I can't blame Hev.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Can't blame anybody. It's like we were just the perfect opportunity for these guys.
Perfect
look, they don't know the business.
How was the oldest in the group back then? 1994.
I
was the oldest, and I was 22. I'm still the oldest. Back then, I was 22.
22. And you were able to drink, and you were able to get high, and you were able to do all those other. So you probably fell for a lot of the trappings in the business.
Well,
and maybe you weren't paying attention to the business.
Yeah, more or less. It's that's the business. It's part of it. They say sex, drugs, rock and roll.
Yeah, exactly. What's your name? What's your
Jason?
Jason, that's right. Jason, were you a virgin during Soul for Real time?
Negative.
Jason, do not lie.
During a certain time of Soul for Real, but that
one of the groupies took your virginity.
Real quick.
Did you start smoking weed and sniffing coke and stuff? I mean, were you? Let's talk about it. How was it, a 14-year-old being in this business?
I smoked the weed before, but nothing other than that.
Yeah.
Any dudes in the industry ever try to hit on y'all?
Nah. I mean,
can't say.
One time I was at a
exactly. Now you're too far
party.
to be kicked in the shins. The other ones are just throwing you the devil eyes.
Nah, honestly, I was in a bathroom and this guy, he made like a little gesture, and that was the closest that I've ever got.
An artist, executive?
Nah,
strange. It's like a male groupie more so.
Yeah, another time I don't remember who it was, but I know it was somebody over at Double Exposure. One of their people's over there tried to like rub their hand up against my leg or something. And I was just like, whoa, that was nuts.
Wow.
I was nuts, and I had to let them know, like, yo, I don't go that way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So now you guys still live in Long Island. Do you still have the house?
No, actually, we don't still live in Long Island.
Okay. Nope.
I mean, we're kind of all over right now. I mean,
tell me how it was working with Puffy.
It was great. I mean, that was
back then.
It was short experience, and it wasn't really like that the experience that we had with Hev, because it was like really we only saw Puff like
right. We more worked with 112. We got along with the guys from 112 when we were working on the album with Puff.
Okay.
So we never really seen Puff. We came into the studio. We seen him a couple times, and then we did our thing.
What was your original relationship with Heavy D?
Originally, when we met Hev, he was our producer.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But it was like he had all the jobs, the manager, you know what I mean? Because it was like unclear. Now when we look back on it, it's like, Hev, really, what were you? It's like you were everything under the sun.
You ate all the free food, Hev.
And cashing all the checks for himself, yeah.
Y'all look like rappers. Y'all don't look like R&B singers. Y'all coming back out as a rap group or R&B?
Well, before we came out as a singing group, we were, we grew up in Long Island. We were just like any other family. We were struggling. We ran around Wine Dance, big up Amityville, Long Island. We still got my peeps out there. Big up to my peoples in Mount Vernon, Murderville.
Okay.
We always looked like rappers, but I came out. I had my hair braided back, but we got cleaned up to become Soul for Real. So
yeah.
It's like Wu-Tang said, don't never let them change you.
Yeah, so now what happened, though, with the second and third album? Because they kind of fell to crickets.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, what happened?
That's the politics. Politics is what happened.
We all kind of wondering the same thing.
It doesn't, you don't have to be, garbage to not sell records.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If there's something politically incorrect, then you're not going to sell records. You know what I mean?
So what have you been doing to pay your bills for the past 10 years, Chuck? Because you're the oldest.
Yeah, well...
We've been
constantly recording music, and we still do spot dates and stuff. Sometimes we get dates
The
like
bills
overseas.
are over
Yeah, but
piling right now.
Yeah.
So,
We're taking questions, by the way, for Soul for Real. 866 Get Wendy. If you remember and you would like to ask a question, certainly you're welcome. We'll come to the phone. So what did you do? Did you go to school? Did you learn a trade? Were you?
No,
Work, baby.
my
Hard.
schooling went as far as just 12th grade.
Yes.
Like it's just the music. We've been working on
Basically,
music constantly.
we work hard. We work smart, not hard. We, since we've been off, we've been doing stuff in the real estate, dibbling and dabbling here.
Oh, good. Okay.
Right now, I'm not rich or nothing, but we drive new cars and stuff. We keep our bills paid.
Yes.
We take care of my children. Drew, Maya.
Mm-hmm.
Who else has children?
We all have children.
You have children too?
Jason. We all have kids.
Damn, Jason. Jason, big raw dog.
Raw dog.
So how old is this child?
My daughter's about to be 10 years old on July 18th.
Yeah.
So I think I got you beat. My son Miles turns 10 June 13th.
Wow.
Oh, so Brian's the oldest. Brian.
Yeah. So now, young Jason, what do you do with yourself? Did you ever enroll in college, or did you finish high school, or like how do you get dough?
I didn't pursue that yet, but we just been doing the Soul for Real, doing shows.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
How many shows do you all do in a 365-day year?
Not that many.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the shows right now, I would say about 3 to 4 a month, and that's on a, that's on a busy year.
Wow.
A lot of people right now are listening and they're just dropping the soul from y'all name and saying, for real, who cares?
Right.
So, like, how y'all gonna make people care about y'all career again?
Well, I mean, crack music. You know what I mean? That's what really is what
we just.
I think that's the reason why we're here, because it's like sitting back for the past 2.5, 3 years. I mean, we're listening and just really listening to what is out and what has been out.
Do you love anybody?
No, the bar has been lowered so crazy in what is considered good music. You know what I mean? And me and my brothers are here to really bring back the real music in R&B. It's like. Right now, I mean, I feel Jagged Edge, feel 112, you know what I mean? But
they're not making no noise. We sang. We'll take the track off.
Turn it off.
We don't sing. We sang. You understand?
Fingers,
that? You know what the difference is between that?
That's it. That's what we like.
Hey, one of your old video girls, D, is on line number 7. Throw on some headphones, fellas. Get one of your old video chicks on the phone. Hey, Jason. Well, Jason's got the headphones now. Hey, D.
A video that never aired.
Oh. Okay. Well, thank you for calling.
Hi, how are you? Hi,
how you doing?
Only one of them can hear because it's the headphones aren't in the studio yet.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, well,
tell them all. I said, hey, Wendy, how are you?
Hey, V, which one do you actually want to talk to?
It doesn't matter, all of them. I just wanted to say hello. I haven't spoken to them in years.
Oh, well.
And welcome back.
How you doing, Mom?
Nice to talk to you again.
This is Danielle.
Log on to MySpace if you want to holler.
I didn't want to say my full name on the radio, but it's Danielle.
All right, Danielle, they don't remember. Have a nice day.
Tell them that they still suck.
Hey, who's been in jail?
Huh? Say it again?
Not me.
Who's been in jail in here?
I've been locked up already. This is Brian. I've been locked up already.
Definitely I was thinking it was Chuck.
Why? Because he's the oldest?
Yes.
Yeah, that's probably why.
It wasn't me.
Everybody doesn't follow the oldest brother.
What happened?
Wrong crowd. You know what I mean?
Trying to throw us off with a shirt with a collar. He's a criminal.
I knew that when they walked in.
Go ahead. What'd you do?
I guess Sam Waxel is a criminal too, and everybody else, right?
Yeah.
Martha Stewart. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, what did you do?
No, I just got mixed up in the wrong crowd.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I had the wrong friends that went down, and we all know.
Well, Goose, come on now. We want to thank you all for coming in. When is your next effort? This will be the 4th album in your career. When will this album be out?
We're going to be dropping this album by this summertime, and I definitely want to shout out to everybody. If you want to hear the new single, you can hear it at myspace.com. It's Soul For Real 05 at yahoo.com. And you can hear the 2 new singles, one with Keith Murray and one with Uncle Dre.
Okay, Keith from around the way.
Yeah.
Nice. And another thing, what label are you with?
We're with our label. It's called Aljoba Music Group, AMG for short. independent era, you know.
Gotcha.
Get all the money that was
produce and write everything.
Yes. Now, if you saw Heavy D at the club, do you throw a drink on him, or do you?
I extend my hand. I extend thanks to you, Hev. Without you, Soul For Real wouldn't be here. And I, honestly, this is from the bottom of my heart. I love Heavy D and everybody at Uptown. I mean, I would love to sit down and see these guys. I wish nothing but love to them on some real.
We won't be here without them.
All right.
For real.
Well, it's Soul For Real, Not Bitter. New CD coming out. Check them out on MySpace, the single and whatnot. And thank you, fellas, for coming in. Thanks for having us.
We love you.
Thank you.
All right.
I see you on the Don Diva jump on.
Wendy, man.
This show is crazy. Just make sure it stays broadcast right here because it's crazy. Everybody I know loves it, even my mother.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
All over town. Everybody's making their choice.
Great!
You got a chance to pick your pleasure today. Where you at?
In the South.
Congrats, baby!
Listen weekdays for the winning time. 7:15 a.m., 12:15 p.m., and 6:15 p.m.
BLS, you're caller number 10. Congratulations.
Oh, my God.
The choice is yours.
Thank you.
And it's your present from us.
Thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much.
You made the right choice. Listen for your chance to win. Pick your pleasure. 107.5
WBLS.
Today's R&B and classic soul. So, tomorrow morning at about 6:30 or 6:45, it is what it is. We'll be on the CBS 2 morning show, CBS morning show. They're doing a little segment on the Wendy Williams Experience. Charlamagne, this is where they took you to the other room and they asked you questions about me behind my back. So, too bad you don't have a TV at that dive that you're staying in. Welcome to New York. I'll tell you how it was. or maybe Taryn can tape it, and then once you get to work, you'll be able to see yourself on TV after the fact.
Tell her tape the 1 hour season finale, Girlfriends tonight, too.
He doesn't have a TV. Anyway, so that's tomorrow morning. It's pre-taped. They taped it about a week ago. It's a CBS Morning News. All right, so we'll see you there. Also, you know what? A special shout out to... Geez, your writing is so fancy. Perrier Scott, who made me a pair of jeans, which actually, they look pretty good. I mean, they're dressy, but they look nice. Yeah. I'll try them on. Thank you, Perrier Scott. You turned these around really fast. This hour, the Wendy Williams Experience is being brought to you by Entertainment Tonight. And so there were telephone calls coming in behind the scenes. People who didn't want to be on the radio, they wanted me to say it to them, but I didn't get the message until they walked out. Apparently, there were people calling behind the scenes who didn't want to be on, saying that Soul For Real was involved in some kind of check writing scam or something like that. Maybe that's why the one went to jail.
Wow.
I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of glad I didn't know while they were in here. They were nice girls. They were nice guys when they were out as a popular group. I never remember them being anything but, really, nice and talented and a bit naive. It was so cute. They were the brothers, and then the little one was only 14, and, like the Osmonds or something. Just right for the ripping. I mean, they're just trying. Who wants to win something? Okay, good. Caller number 10 on the phones right now is going to get a Mother's Day gift pack featuring Carol's daughter beauty products. Yeah, and a nice basket. Feel the love. Experience Carol's daughter. Plus, in here, there's a dinner for 4 at Negril Village on West 3rd Street. Yep, it's Mother's Day. It's Sunday, and it's your chance to win this right now. 866-GET-WENDY. Dial carefully and good luck. 866-GET-WENDY. Who's answering the telephone? Oh. Yeah, double duty. Don't we all? So David Blaine, everybody, he's wrapping up his stuff tonight at Lincoln Center. Are you going out there? Are you allowed to take pictures and stuff? Is there a behind the globe, or is it just a front of the globe? Like, can you walk behind the sphere? You can walk all the way around it? Okay. Oh, it's okay. It's in the fence. Lean with it. Rock with it. Yeah, those Alexa condoms. They, I was just listening to the ad here on the radio before we played our BLS promo and stuff. Surprisingly, a lot of women are using Alexa condoms because Alexa, and this is not a commercial, this is just me talking. I was just thinking about that this weekend. A girlfriend of mine who happens to date on the web had it. Wow. Another story. The point is that it didn't involve her using her Alexa condom. But you know how condoms are like a dicey thing to go to the store and buy? A lot of girls are all embarrassed about going to the store and stuff, so they put them right next to the tampons. Men stay away from that aisle. You know what I mean? So you can be free to browse and pick your condom. The Alexa condoms. I am like so draggy today. I swear I just feel like going home and going to sleep. I'm sorry. Bad host. I'm sorry. You know? All right, look, let's continue with this break. Goodness knows, we've got a full hour together. It's the bonus hour of the Wendy Williams Experience coming up at the top of the hour on 107.5 WBLS.
20 years from now, you'll never be able to say that
Wendy Williams
lied to you, Jack.
Yeah. Okay, so it's the Wendy Williams Experience. I want to thank my special guests that came in today. Soul for Real, the R&B group from back in the day. Their new CD, they anticipate, will be out some point this summer. They said June, July. Also, the fabulous Melvin Van Peebles. Thank you so much, Mr. Van Peebles, for coming through the show again. And don't forget to check him out in New York City. His play called Ain't Supposed to Die a Natural Death is now at T New York Theater. T New York is at 240 West 52nd Street. For more information, you can go to melvinvanpeeples.com or you can call 212-352-3101 to see Melvin Van Peebles' new play, Ain't Supposed to Die a Natural Death. I'm a special kind of girl in a certain kind of mood today. So, you know, well, I don't think I was a horrible host today. In my insides, I just feel like I'm just... Yeah. I'm not sad or anything like that. Just, anyway, Anna Nicole Smith is denying rumors that she's pregnant. That was what the rumor mill was saying later on last week, that Anna Nicole is pregnant. But her lawyer issued a statement last week saying that there was a blurry sonogram. Here's what he says. Here's his quote, other than his blurry sonogram. If Anna Nicole is pregnant, she obviously doesn't want anyone to know yet. If she's not pregnant, she's not denying the rumor because she thinks it's funny how much of a stir it's caused. She'll leave it up to you to guess.
People like her should not be allowed to breed in no way, shape, or form. She shouldn't be allowed to have kids.
What do you think her child's first words would be at this point? China? Oh, yeah. Hit it, baby. Hey. Exactly. And Kimora Simmons, I mean, we never really luxuriated over the disgusting, obscene amount of money that she spent on a pedicure while the rest of the world is starving. But who are we to tell her how to spend her money? She and her soon-to-be ex-husband do a lot of donating and things like that. There is something gross and obscene about it, something not right about buying. Excuse me, and it wasn't just regular champagne. The champagne that she got was valued at $1,300 a bottle. Wow. $1,312.50 for a bottle of this champagne that she had. She had 5 bottles of it. She had a pedicure, so she was drinking some of it. She was wearing Chanel satin. She was a Chanel satin suit, and they were pouring it over her feet. And plus, she was drinking and having a good time. And that's when she got loose lips. And then she started talking about Russell, and that's when she says, "You know, I'm happy and wish that Russell and I departed years ago." We did these quotes already, but I just think it's such the key because she said them in public while she was, drinking, and there was no loud music in the background to make a mistake of what she was saying. Clearly, she was saying what she was saying. She says, we'd outgrown each other years ago, and the little blue pill didn't help our sex life. This is off the record. Oh, hell. It can be reported. Russell was awful in bed.
Put your pimp hand down, Russell. Shut that little immigrant up.
Dumbass. Ricky Lake's coming back to TV. Well, there's something coming on CBS during the summer called Game Show Marathon. It's a series based on a British hit. Classic game shows recreated for modern times. It's going to debut May 31st at 8 p.m. And Leslie Nielsen's going to be on it. Kathy and Jimmy. Oh, the computer froze, so nobody call. Wow. It was a lot easier when you just dialed the number and rang it up. All this computer jazz. Yeah. It is what it is. Nobody does it better than man's hands. Lance Bass is going to be on it. A whole bunch of people. Do you care? Do you give a crap? Why are they putting this on during prime time, 8 o'clock at night? I'm sorry, Ricky. I'm going to tune in to see, how you're coming along with the weight, how you're coming along with your new love. I understand Ricky's, in love again. Bobby Brown was on Tyra Banks today talking about Whitney Houston, saying he got locked up. And it was, saying when he got locked up, it was her fault every time. And he's bashing New Edition as well. Taryn! Oh. Taryn! Oh. We need a squawk box in here. That's from Tasha in Philly. Thank you, Tasha. What happened, man? Weren't you supposed to be keeping out your own?
Taryn told me didn't come on today.
She was lying to you.
Oh, well, maybe she didn't know. I told her to record it.
No, yes, she does. She know. Oh.
5 o'clock. I recorded it.
You recorded it? Yeah. Was he talking shady about Whitney?
Well, I just recorded it once he came on. So
once he came on. So in other words, we haven't seen anything.
You'll see at the end of the head.
Oh. You need to do something about that S-curl drip on the forehead, man.
No.
S-curl's dripping into his forehead.
Dripping into his herpes. No, it's not. Leave him alone. He's been working hard today. I have a blind item. By the way, Wanda Sykes continues to get work. No matter what you do, she's like the Terminator. She can be on a flop TV shows. People can, she just continues to work. She's the voice of a new character in the DreamWorks animated film Over the Hedge. And she's going to play Stella the Skunk. Hollywood loves Wanda Sykes. And that's a good thing, right, Martha? That's a good thing. Dear Wendy, I, too, am a woman of a certain age, and I've been listening to your show at work, and I realized that the new guy has redeemed himself and managed to get his life back on track. That she's talking about from jail to the, microphone. However, his personality does not fit the chemistry of your show. I know that you probably will disagree, but the chemistry... keep searching for the right sidekick, don't settle. Oh, that's from Paul in the Bronx.
Put that where? Back there.
Thank you, Vivica. Thank you, Paula. And do I have time for a blind item before we leave? Yeah. Because I'm not sure exactly who it is. And I'm friends with two of these girls, so I don't even feel like talking about... Well, I'm friendly with Keisha and I'm friendly with Sharissa. Ashanti, I don't know that much about you. Brooke, I mean, it was what it was. And Rihanna, we got Bayesian roots. Okay, listen. Sources spotted an R&B songstress canoodling with a recently traded NFL football star at a steakhouse in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. This would be a typical spotting on any other night, but the singer is supposedly committed in a relationship with a member of her management team. Especially, and this makes a problem, especially since her boyfriend is known to deliver beatdowns when things don't go his way. Let's hope the Miami Dolphins don't find out the hard way. Are Ashanti and Irv still seeing each other? I thought that was so old and over.
I think that's Sharissa because Sharissa had a song called Any Other Night.
Damn, John, you're good, and so are you, country. It says here, any other night. Mm-hmm. Oh, yep. This would be a typical spotting on any other night. But factor in the singer is supposed to be in a committed relationship with a member of her management team. And you realize there's a problem. That's good. Sharissa with a $33,000 tee. Let me find out. Any other night. All right, everybody. Love you for listening today. Charlamagne, thanks for being here. And God willing, we'll all be together again tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.
Peace, party people. See you later. I'm saying bye-bye.
Good night.
Program complete.
Oh, God. My headphones down and everything. Well, keep it here, everybody. The bonus hour of the Wendy Williams Experience is coming up next. Thanks.
.5 WBLS, New York.
Hey, this is Jenna Jameson, and I'm the #1 porn star in the world. A toe is a toe.
This is Lil' Kim, Big Mama Queen B.
Hey, it's Corinne Steffens.
Oh, what's up? This is Heather Hunter, and you're listening to the Wendy Williams Experience. It's time to get nasty.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
Where anything goes.
Wow. Since you've been listening this far, we're going to throw in a little bonus hour. You ready?
How long is this bonus hour going to last? I'm getting addicted.
No, let me tell you. I love this extra hour.
Everything is organic here on the bonus hour.
Yeah, baby.
Hey, yo, check this out. It's Wendy, man.
Here it is.
It's the bonus hour on the Wendy Williams Experience.
107.5 WBLS, New York.
Yo, what's up? This is Soul for Real.
How you doing, Wendy? How you doing, Wendy? How you doing?
That's it, man. We're gonna play that back.
Man, that was some quick turnaround time, Hollywood. They just left here.
That's what we do.
He pressed his own clap. Boy, oh boy, on Friday for Fiesta Caliente, what was it? Cinco de Mayo? We were in the office until about 9 o'clock at night, getting our drink on, getting our swerve on. Me and Hollywood, Zoe Terran, Charlie Horse. Yeah. We're having a good time. All of a sudden, my attitude perks up, and I only got an hour left in the show.
Oh.
All of a sudden, I feel better.
I knew something was wrong with you earlier.
No, there's
as soon as I got off the elevator.
But there was nothing wrong. Do you know?
I knew something was different about you, though.
Well, you know what? Well, just the piling up of stuff, the bunch of stuff that I have to do. Sometimes I feel as though I can't assign things for people to do that I have to do them myself, you know? And I feel like I'm here to help everybody else, but when it comes right down to it, I have to do for myself. And I wear that, and I lie on that sword. And if I talk about it long enough, I will get all upset. No, stop. I will. You know, like stress. Do you know what I'm saying? When's your birthday?
July 25th.
Are you a Cancer or a Leo?
Now, Leo.
Damn, you'll never understand.
Same day.
Charlamagne, you know how sometimes when the stress just builds up so much and you can't scream, you can't yell. That's what we do. Cancers. That's what we do.
I choose to scream sometimes just to let it out. Woo! You got to. You can't let it build up, baby.
Let it out. Let it out.
But you know what I'm saying? I'm perfectly happy. There's nothing wrong. I'm just like, there's a lot going on.
Yeah, I sensed it immediately. As soon as I got off the elevator. That's the first thing I said to Goose today.
Yeah. And she wanted her ice cream earlier and couldn't go get her ice cream.
You gonna be all right?
I am. Tomorrow we start taping.
Oh.
Exactly.
Should have got that ice cream cake. It was right there for us.
Shut up.
Talk classy.
Charlamagne stayed over this weekend. He stayed over on Saturday night and Sunday night. My son wore him out. Just wore him out. Charlamagne said that he woke up 6 o'clock Sunday morning. Little Kev was standing over him with a baseball bat.
Yeah, he kept coming back with more and more props. He had these big, incredible Hulk fists. I had to pay him to leave me alone. Then lock the door.
Mama!
kept calling you Charmin, by the way. That's his name. Charmin.
That's a new one.
Yeah. He has a dance too. It's a cha-cha-cha, from the bear from the... Oh, God. How do you laugh and cry at the same time? I'm crazy.
You're cancer.
Just the stress. And then you know what I hate? This is what I hate. I hate when my mother calls and she says, Wendy, I know you're busy.
Wendy,
I know you're tired. I know you're stressed. And I just want to say to her, no, I'm not, Ma. I'm fine. Since when do you know so much? They always think that life is giving you more than you can actually handle. Wendy, I know you're tired. No, well, actually, Ma, I'm not tired. Even if I'm dead tired. And I get all nasty and sarcastic with her. I hate that. You're an ass with
that sign on your throne is very fitting. It says it all. It's not easy being the queen.
There you go. There you go.
Oh wow, the computers are fixed up again. All right, let's break the monotony and get back to the show. Look, are my tears making tracks in my makeup, or are they? It's normal. If I don't touch them, it's normal. Yeah. I'm telling you one thing right now. I don't know what Steve Lindsay thinks he's going to be using on my face, but it's a new day up in here. He will not be using any of that Flory Robert, hello, ooh, chow makeup. Nope, no more.
Yeah, but the nose is getting red now.
That's just a little bit of... that was the drink I just had. No, but it's the tracks that you look for, the tear tracks. If you don't touch it, then you don't need anything.
You learn every day.
Yeah, it's a work in progress. Line number 1, though, is very important to talk to. Sandy. Hi, Sandy.
Hi.
Sandy, did you actually...
How you doing, Wendy?
Fine, thank you.
And Charlamagne, I love you.
Thank you, baby.
Yes.
Did you actually see Bobby on Tyra?
Yes, I did, but unfortunately, I didn't catch it when he was speaking about Whitney.
And unfortunately, we'll never catch it either because one of our no-good interns put the mute on the TV, and I just checked in the office. I was going to try to watch it between saying the peace party people, haha, see you later, and the bonus hour starting. And
it's coming on again at midnight.
Oh, nobody stays up until midnight, Taryn.
It comes on again at 11. Maybe you can have someone tape it then.
Does it come on at midnight?
11.
All right. Thanks, Sandy.
But anyway, I want to say one other thing. He had his children on there except for little Bobby. And I was thinking that she wasn't on there because, she might have been more sensitive to the questions that might have been asked or what they might have been saying.
Yeah.
And when they asked, they introduced the other children, he said that Bobby Christina had to be in school. So that was the excuse he gave.
Mm.
But he looked good, but his voice is still not what it used to be.
No.
Look well.
No. Thank you, Sandy.
I tried calling when he was on, but guest, and I couldn't get through.
Yeah, it gets difficult. Although nobody was calling for the guests. You should have been able to get right through.
Well, the line kept being busy, so.
Thank you, Sandy.
All right, love the show.
Bye, darling.
Okay.
Dear Wendy, how come when a woman asks for my telephone number, they never call? I know that they are feeling me, but why don't they? Why do women do that? Why do they ask in the first place? It always happens to me, and I'm just annoyed about it. That's from Matt. They sober up, Matt.
Oh.
I mean, you laugh, but it's true. Women do Dear Wendy, I know a PI. Can you get the caller's information? So on and so forth. No, Vicky, thank you so much for sending this, but she should be able to just open up the Yellow Pages. That's from Advice Hour. There was a listener looking for a private investigator. Oh, boy. Oh, Eric is on line number 8. He is on his way to the Poconos. He's 43, and he wants to talk about Charlamagne. Hi, Eric.
Hey, what's up, Wendy?
How are you?
I'm fine. How you doing?
All right.
I called on Friday, but I think I got cut off.
Oh, okay.
Charlamagne.
You.
I know that ain't your name, man. I gave you a name, C Murder, but I'm changing now to C Mac.
Oh.
I'm tired of them jigging on your name, man.
No, did I?
So you holding it down. You ain't getting stressed on it. Don't beat nobody up, all right?
I don't do that anymore. I masturbate. Release all the tension and all the stress.
All right, bro. Wendy, keep doing your thing. Charlamagne's a good look.
Thank you, Eric.
You're welcome.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, here's your chemistry one. I actually have... Did you guys hear about this woman in California who had a 14-pound premature baby? Oh. Imagine if it stayed in the oven until, the timer popped up.
Wow.
Jeez, a baby girl had grown so much inside of the mother that she had to be delivered 1 month early. She was born much heavier than the average baby. 1 month early and 14 pounds.
She could have sold some of that meat.
Her new
Thanksgiving only a
diapers.
few months away.
Exactly. Look, they said her new diapers didn't fit her. They had to take everything back. At 7 months, the sonogram showed she already weighed 11 pounds, 9 ounces.
Man. Wow.
The baby, of course, had to be delivered a C-section. And there was no medical condition to explain why. Why? Always something crazy going on in the news. Dear chambermaid, welcome to the Wendy Williams Experience. Consider yourself blessed and keep up the good work. Your website downloads too slow. I have high-speed internet. I found pictures of you on the Hot 103.9 website. You're all right. But why do you look so angry? Wendy, I love you. Yeah, chambermaid does look angry. This grandmother dropped her grandchild off at the wrong address. You see? And it started out to be possible child abandonment in Omaha. It turned out to be a case of misunderstanding. The police got a call from a woman who said another woman that she didn't know drove up to her home and handed her a baby boy and a bag of diapers and left. It turned out the woman was the baby's grandmother and thought she was dropping the baby off at daycare. She was at the wrong address. The infant was placed in foster care for several hours until the mother showed up at police headquarters. It happens. Dear Wendy, let me just say how much I love the show, but I'm in a bad situation. I'm in love with one of my best friends from childhood. We're both 27 years old, and I have 2 children who love him, Wendy. He's been in love with me since we were kids. However, he's a good friend, he's good friends with my daughter's father. Now, before you yell, my daughter's father and I are not together, and we have not been together for about a year. I know that we're both wrong for this, but I can't control/hide my feelings. Wendy, we're soulmates. I feel so alive and happy when we're together. Please, please, please tell me what to do. Signed, Dangerously in Love. On the down low. I mean, I don't know what to say. You haven't been with your daughter's father for a year. I mean, this is not a good look. If you want this co-parenting thing to work out, you cannot mess around with your daughter's father's best friend. You called this man one of your best friends from childhood and the good friend of your daughter's father. You can't do this. You've got to put your own happiness aside and think about the welfare of your child in this case. Your man will turn extremely immature knowing that you're being dug out and run up in one door down from where your daughter's sleeping by his best friend. Come on. Goose, what do you say? Leave it alone.
Leave it alone.
Put that where? Back
Hollywood,
there.
get it on the QT?
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
Oh, why not?
Yeah, well, it's not like she's married. It's just that she can't be out of the closet with this relationship, and she can't fall dangerously in love like she signs off. All this dangerously in love. What do you say, Charlamagne?
You should never fall in love. You should always grow in love. When you fall, you always get hurt.
Okay. Aside from... Exactly, please. This from the ex-jailbird. Look. So what should she do?
I mean, hit it and keep it moving.
She doesn't have the capacity. She says dangerously in love.
Well,
see, if you were capable of not being so soft and pink, then I would say, you know, hey. But you can't. You can't. Wendy, you know how people on the radio sound nothing like they look? Well, I just saw Chambermaid's website, and he looks nothing like how he sounds. He looks thuggish. Boy. There goes Charlamagne. Omar wants advice. He only wants to date women in the music industry, and he's on line number 7. Omar, hello, it's Wendy.
Hi, Wendy. How are you?
Hi, I see you're 24 and you live on Long Island.
Yes, ma'am.
Why do you only want to date women in the music industry?
Well, they have more to offer. I'm just tired of these regular, low-life women who say this and that, and basically they're all attracted to thugs and guys who commit domestic violence towards them, and they think that's cool.
And women in the music industry you think are different than that?
Well, yeah, they have money and they're focused. They have a purpose.
Money does not give you a focus or a purpose or maturity.
What about lawyers and female doctors and, you know? Yeah,
I think that you're very misguided at 24. Maybe there's some maturing you need to do regarding women and regular women versus industry women and so on and so forth. You just made a blanket statement that, you know, while I'm not a regular woman, it's all my friends are regular women. None of my friends are industry women, and I wouldn't have it any other way. And you're wrong about that. There are regular women who are very focused. If anything, industry women are very twisted because industry women get things fast, and they get told they're great when they're not necessarily. You know, they don't value money, i.e. Kimora, and throwing champagne over her feet. But Kimora does, give money. She and her soon-to-be ex-husband are very generous people. But I'm just saying, no, I don't really know what advice I can give you except for open your eyes and broaden your mind. Industry people are the most shallow people that you'll ever want to meet. I don't know where you get anything other. You're young and thirsty. Bye, Omar.
That's the Takara killer.
Was that her? Oh, no wonder why you're over there co-signing so much on the ding ding. Be careful, Takara. That was your killer. Mm-hmm. Louise is on line number 2. He's 25. Hi, Louise.
Hi, Wendy. How are you?
Good, thanks. Wow, yeah, I like your voice.
The first thing I want to say is that the reason you gave 2 reasons why women will never be president. Number 1, you walked off the elevator and everybody knew you were in a bad mood. And number 2, the guy that called earlier who said he wonders why women ask him for his number and then never call him back.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, too many mood swings.
Listen, you're not going to get an argument from me. I mean, there are women, I guess, who can control their feelings and stuff, or their emotions. But you're absolutely right. Yep, I walked off the elevator. So in other words, a man is more steely with his look. Like you can never tell what a man is feeling.
Exactly. And you need that, especially when you're a diplomat or you're trying to be diplomatic about that.
You absolutely need it. You absolutely need it. I just felt as though when I walked off the elevator, I had no reason to put on my acting face and act like anything was anything other than what it was. I mean, I can act also, and women are more conniving and ruthless than men will ever be.
Oh, that's true.
And that trait, those traits alone, could possibly make us better at dealing with diplomatic relationships.
That's true.
You know, it's just that coming off the elevator today, there was nobody that I had to not cry in front of.
You know what it was? It was that it's a Monday.
Yeah, I mean, it's like Monday, and it's like cold out, and I don't know. I just.
About that whole diplomatic thing, George Bush always has a dumb look on his face, and I don't think.
And
he's
that's
acting.
what he needs.
Yeah, the dummy look.
No, the reason I was calling though, Wendy, was I was looking at the previews at what was going to happen at the Legends Ball that's going to be on Monday. Because I wanted to see who was there and what happened.
Mm-hmm.
And what I've noticed that Whitney Houston wasn't even in attendance. Maybe she received an invitation. Maybe she wasn't feeling well that day. But I'm just wondering, has anybody talked about it? Have you talked about it? That not even Whitney was even invited?
No, it was kind of assumed at that point that she wouldn't be invited because around that time we were all watching Being Bobby Brown and seeing that clearly Whitney was a mess. So.
Oh, right, exactly.
And you know, there's a certain kind of attitude that I picture Whitney having when she gets that invitation from Oprah. Well, Oprah's fine. I don't want to be sitting with all these other bitches. All these other judgmental bitches think they're better than. Pass the mirror. Bobby.
Exactly.
Bobby. Bobby. Like that.
Exactly. Wendy, it was nice talking to you.
Thank you, Louise.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Robin wants to talk about why women take guys' numbers. Because we like to play the numbers game at the end of the night, Rob. Line number 7, right? How many numbers you get? How many numbers you get? Women, we do that? Hello?
Hello.
Okay, Robin, why do women take guys' numbers? You tell it.
Well, one reason is because we want the guy to think he's getting some play, and we really just want him to get out our face. So we take his number, he thinks he's in there, and we go on about our business.
True, because men don't know how to take no for an answer.
Yeah, so guys, women are not always feeling you just because they take the number. They don't want to be bothered at the moment, or they might want the option of calling you or not calling and not being stalked.
Although I wish everybody would get more of a backbone and just say what you mean and mean what you say with people. I really do. I hate that women do that, and I also hate that men do it.
Yeah.
Like if you're not feeling a guy, let him know. And the more mature you are, the more likely you're able to deliver that blow without crippling him and hurting his feelings.
True, but we're not always mature about that. Sometimes we just want that free drink, Wendy.
Damn. Yeah. Yeah.
So we take the number. He thinks he's got some play, and now he doesn't follow us all night after paying for that drink.
That's okay. He'll get you outside in the club because he just slipped a Mickey in it, and he'll have you. And
that's why you walk with him to the bar and watch it being made, ladies.
Yes, you're absolutely right about that. All right. Take care.
Nice talking with you.
Thank you, Robin.
Okay. See you later.
Bye-bye. I don't hear that name enough anymore, Robin. People don't name their... I had a very good friend, Robin Snyder. She lived across the street from us in Ocean Township. We'd all be playing out in the street. Hi, Robin. Hi, Dr. and Mrs. Snyder. The Wendy Williams Experience was taped for the CBS morning show, like last week. They even talked to Charlamagne. So if you want to see what he looks like and see the studios, you see the old dusty studios, because we are in the new studios now. Hello! But tomorrow morning, they said 6:30 or 6:45. It is what it is, even over there. The CBS Channel 2 morning show. Line number 8, Nick is 40, husband who wear their wives' underwear. Oh, you want to talk about that, Nick?
Yep, I sure do.
Are you one of them?
I am a bisexual brother, and I know a lot of friends who now are dating thugs up in the Bronx and Bed-Stuy, and it seems that all of them want their male companion to wear female panties. And they're taking them, they're giving them money to go to Victoria's Secret and get their panties and want them to walk around their apartment with them on.
Is that some form that women are taking like control and being the boss of their man?
I don't know what that is, but I was hit the floor when I had like 3 different guys tell me that they're dating like DL thugs. One's in the music business, and he wants his boy when his girl's not around to walk around in female panties.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, this is all part of the deal. Well, I mean that sounds interesting.
Also, we met each other. I met you at Sam Fine's party last year.
Oh, hi Sam too.
Hey, I have a question. I want to do an article on celebrities who are bad bosses.
Okay.
And you know some of them, like from Terry Williams. Marvette Brito is like the worst boss to work for. She curses her secretary out in front of people while they're about to be interviewed for her company. I mean, they like the F word in front of like people waiting to be interviewed. Like, you never worked a better place than this effing place.
Wow.
And she takes people's ideas and she says that they're hers.
Wow.
And it's just, she's a mess. Chris Rock is another one.
He's a bad boss?
Yeah. He goes through secretaries every week.
Wow.
Sean Puffy Cohen, that's a given. And I want to know, who would publish this article if I wrote it? Because I have people who are willing to talk who's worked for all these people.
Well, go to New York Magazine. I mean, they're good. And they're right here. You named all New York people. That would be the key.
Really? New York Magazine?
Yeah.
All right. Would you read it?
I always read New York Magazine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so watch out for that article, but it's really interesting.
All right.
All right, well, thanks a lot.
Well, take care for calling. I mean, take care for, what? I mean, thank you for calling.
All right. Bye, Wendy.
I'm sorry. Okay. Bye. Well, am I the only one who dreamt about the chicken and waffles from the Harlem Grill over the weekend? Damn. It was just good. So, Wendy, please. Oh, no, this is for you, country. Please, country. You have the nerve to think that women over 40 have worms. Did you ask your ma if she has worms? If I were you, I'd take what I could get. You have to go on the radio to get a girl. So what does that say about you? Wow. You couldn't handle a woman over 45 anyway.
This is just a radio promotion, you know. I'm not trying to get a girl, actually. Okay.
Yeah, it's really just want to date with Charlamagne. Damn, you all messed me up with that. I call him the wrong name even in real life now. Damn. No, it's just because I feel as though he needs to stay focused, and so we'll make it easy for him. We'll make the girl come to him. Right now, he needs to stay focused. Look, hey, Wendy, greetings to you and Charlamagne. What tribe or celebrity does Charlamagne resemble? I don't know. Watch the CBS Morning Show tomorrow morning here. Let's, Let's go to Stephanie on line number 7. She wants to give us an update on a sexual harassment situation.
Hello, Wendy.
Hi, Stephanie. How are you?
All right. I gave you the date from before when you was advising me don't date anybody else in the job because I broke up with one of the supervisors a little over a year.
Yeah.
But that's done resolved. There's no problem between he and I. But now it's this particular guy that all of a sudden keeps hovering around me, and he's getting free with his hands. And one time I let him give me a massage, but that was months ago. So he keeps coming around, and then the other day he said to me he wanted to make lawless love to me and all that. He's Haitian. He had this thick accent.
What does that have to... Oh, the accent, okay. Why did you let him give you a massage?
Because I was in knots, and I normally don't let people put their hands on me.
Okay, but you opened up the door.
Yeah.
In my opinion, this is just my stupid, narrow-headed Ocean Township opinion. A massage at work, opposite sex, is freaking appropriate. Okay. A massage is like sex. You opened up the door. I don't care how knotted you are. So now he wants to date you. Or
and he's not married.
He's rubbing up on you inappropriately. Hate to say it, you invited it by having him give
the policy at the job.
You're 36 years old. You're 36 years old. You know what the hell a massage is. When you ask him to give you a massage, oh, I'm so tight and knotted.
I declined a couple of times. But then I was in such pain. I said, okay, because he's massaged other women, and they're threatening.
They're inviting it to also. So anyway, so where are you now? So now he's hitting on you. He's touching you inappropriately. How's that?
Yeah, I just feel so strange. I feel now I can understand how a woman could feel so vulnerable.
When he brushes by you, does he rub up on you?
No, it's just that he comes sneak up. I don't know he's around. He'll come sneaking up behind me.
Okay, what would he do? What will he do?
He tries to whisper by my ear because I'm in a
not the ear. Oh, no, not the hot breath in the ear. No. So you're sitting at your cubicle?
Yeah.
And he doesn't push up against,
Oh, no, he doesn't get that
your
crazy.
Shoulders? So if he's standing and
how are
she's
you,
sitting.
my darling, and all this stuff.
Turn around. Yeah, you know what?
I'm going to be on top of my neck, but the chair's in the way.
Yeah, you know what? If you only turned around and moved the chair, is what he's probably counting on. You know what? Unfortunately, you opened up this Pandora's box by accepting the massage. If I were you, you're 36 years old. You tell me that you don't know how to tell a man off and put him in his place before going to personnel. I'm going to tell you, who raised you? Come on, you know you have it in you to put him in his place with your neck swinging and your finger pointing. Before you even think about taking him to personnel, you need to put him in his place.
And then sometimes I think it's rough because I've been single for over a year.
I don't care. You don't know what you want, but I'll tell you what, don't play around with sexual harassment at work. Okay. And stop playing around with these men at work.
I was like Mark with the A on me.
You probably already are. The one that you probably were messing around with probably passed it around that, you're a Mark at work. They probably all know that you've been broken up with your boyfriend, haven't had sex in over a year. Too much inappropriate talk going on over there at your workplace. What kind of job do you have?
It's the same job.
Stephanie, I would just go to him and tell, Mr. Sakpase, look, let me tell you something right now. And you be firm. You be firm. And no more sex talk and no more massages, Stephanie.
Yeah, you send me poetry and email, I erase it.
Yeah, well. You need
He's bored.
So are you. So are you. And
you're probably right.
And yeah, Steph.
I don't go to clubs. I don't do anything but work, go to the gym, and work. I'm doing overtime right now.
Steph,
money pay off my credit card bills.
Steph, what would you do if you were to walk in your office right now?
What's open? There's other people here right now. I haven't seen him for about a week because he left me alone.
But what if he walked in right now?
I told you before what I said. Hopefully he'll remember and leave me alone. He always wants me to come over to his desk and talk to him. But I have work to do. I'm busy.
Why don't you say no? I don't want to go over and talk to you. All right, Stephanie, I have to go. Bye.
Bye, Ebony.
Bye, classy.
This hour of the show is being brought to you by Judge Joe Brown, LA Weight Loss.
Speaking of sexual harassment.
Oh, yeah, right. The judge was a mess in here. 1-800-448-TRIM. 1-800-448-TRIM. Thank you, LA Weight Loss, for teaching me that everything in moderation. And so because of that, I really don't go without my favorite foods. I eat them. I eat pretty good. I eat damn good. But then I know when to fall back and maintain my LA weight loss. I'll tell you, LA Weight Loss comes with a one-on-one weight loss counselor, they're the only weight loss program that has that. The thing that's so great about a one-on-one weight loss counselor is that you have somebody to call whenever you feel as though you are messing up or perhaps having a difficult time dealing with your new weight loss or whatever it is going on. Listen, weight is a huge issue. It's been my lifelong battle. Finally, I've harnessed it thanks to LA Weight Loss. 1-800-448-TRIM. If you're like me, if you've just tried everything, every kind of insane diet, popped pills, starved yourself, the whole bit, please don't do that. Call LA Weight Loss. There are over 600 LA Weight Loss locations throughout the country. I'm sure there's one near you. They're affordable, conveniently located, and did I say they were affordable? Okay. What are you waiting for? 1-800-448-TRIM. It's 1-800-448-TRIM. It's LA Weight Loss. We're going to take our break. When we come back, we've got the Pick Your Pleasure contest. I wanted to pass along information about joining NORC Habitat for Humanities and a telephone number to go along with that. And we'll do some more gossip, and take your telephone calls, too. It's Wendy until 7 o'clock, and Charlamagne is here as well on 107.5 WBLS.
All over town. Everybody's making a choice.
The choice is yours. What do you pick?
I guess I'll take the bag.
Congratulations, you just won.
Thank you.
Listen weekdays for the winning time. 7:15 a.m., 12:15 p.m., and 6:15 p.m.
I'll take the Dior.
There it is. She's got a pair of Christian Dior sunglasses.
Pick your pleasure. Listen for your chance to win. And thanks for making us your choice. 107.5
WBLS.
Hey, this your man, Steve Harvey. It's Pick Your Pleasure time. The choice is all yours. Call now to win.
212-545-1075.
And be number 10. Right here on the one that pays, baby. 107.5 WBLS.
Okay, let's go to the telephone. Goose. Hi, BLS, you're caller number 1. BLS, you're caller number 2. You're caller number 3. BLS, you're caller number 4. You're caller number 5. Hi, you're caller number 6. And you're caller number 7. And you're caller number 8. Caller number 9. BLS, you're caller number 10. Congratulations. Hello?
Hello?
How you doing? Oh. All right.
Okay, so
BLS, you're caller number 10 and a half. Hi.
Oh, hi.
How are you?
I'm fine. Hi, Wendy.
Good. What's your name?
Pam.
Hi, Pam. Okay, listen, it's your Pick Your Pleasure time. And right now in the WBLS Pleasure Chest, we've got a Gucci leather-trimmed wallet with metal and bamboo details.
Uh-huh.
We also have, just in time for summer, the Christian Dior logo denim one-piece bathing suit.
Okay.
And the last thing, we have the Tiffany 1837 sterling silver engraved credit card case. So will it be the Gucci, the Dior, or the Tiffany?
I think it's the Tiffany.
All right, good choice. Congratulations.
Thank you, Wendy.
Pam, you got yourself a very, very fine engraved credit card case.
Thank you, Wendy.
You will look very, very successful with that. Tiffany, we're going to put you on hold and take all your information, but first let us know your radio station.
WBLS.
107.5.
And we appreciate you listening.
Thank you.
What's up, y'all? This is Charlie Wilson, and you listen to the bonus hour on 107.5 WBLS.
What was that, a mistake? No. Well, I didn't finish talking about the contest. Yeah, everybody keep listening for the Steve Harvey Morning Show tomorrow morning at 7:15 and your next chance to win. Now. Hey, Charlie. So Shaka Khan's son walked out of court a free man on Friday. He was acquitted on murder charges stemming from the shooting death of a teenage friend of his 2 years ago. They were fighting over a girl, Damian Patrick Holland. That's Shaka's son's name. He's 27. He's not guilty. He was charged originally with killing his friend Christopher Bailey, an aspiring rapper. Apparently, this Mr. Bailey was staying at the home that Shaka's son shared with his mother, his girlfriend, and his 5-year-old daughter. Damn, Shaka, there was a lot going on in your house.
Wow.
So somewhere in the middle of the night, I guess the 17-year-old rapper was sneaking into the baby's mother's room, and it all came to blows at a house party, which was held at said home, Shaka's house.
Wow.
They were discussing the affair, and next thing you know, Shaka's son pointed a gun at Mr. Bailey. Shaka's son testified that he poked at Bailey with the M16 assault rifle, but never intended to kill him.
Damn.
Sounds like a killer to me, Shaka. I'm just saying, he poked at him, but, well.
Poor Mr. Bailey, he got the game kind of backwards. You're supposed to get a deal, release an album, then get killed.
Oh. Well, Shaka also testified that the young rapper Bailey could have been saved, but the police emergency medical people entered the home too late. So Shaka got up there too. Through the fire! Mm-hmm. Zola in New Jersey, how you doing? She says, Wendy, I need hair help. I know you're an avid wearer of hair, and I need to find a good weave spot. I'm getting a weave for the first time for my summer vacation. I always hear you talk about a hair shop in the city. I have the money to pay for good quality weave, but I'm frugal like you, so please give me the name of the shop where you get your hair. I heard you mention Lugo's, and I heard you mention Ounce by Ounce. Who has the best quality and the best prices and the best believable hair quality? Well, it's all believable hair because it's human hair. Now, the weave is something totally separate. You'll have to find somebody who does that for you. But the actual hair, my favorite place, I must say, is I like Lugo's, but I'll be honest with you. My girlfriend Hadia gets me the baddest European cuticle hair. Hadia, I've been looking for you, by the way. We're back on fire on VH1. But I like Lugo's. I mean, and price, you said you have the money. What are you asking for price for? It's expensive. Expensive. Zola. Lugo's has a few different locations. Beverly Lugo and her husband, though, work out of the 2nd Avenue store, or the 1st Avenue store, so it's really nice to be able to go in there and see the actual Lugo family putting it down and doing their thing. I get my hair there. Julissa gets her hair there. Everybody gets their hair. A lot of people get their hair at Lugo's.
Shut up all that background talk.
Yeah, he is loud, right? Mariah Carey's Elizabeth Arden deal is reported to be worth between $1 and $2 million, plus 1 to 3% of sales she'll pocket after, the perfume comes out. Kerry Washington has joined the L'Oreal team. She's worth it. She's got nice lips. That's the girl with it, right? She's got nice lips, not in a Missy Elliott DSL kind of way. You know what I mean? But just in a really nice Miss Crabtree kind of, way. Right? Isn't that Kerry Washington? Aren't I thinking of the same person? Doesn't she have distinctive lips? Oh, hell, am I the only one looking at her lips? Do I sound like a lesbian? Let me stop. Yeah. Anyway, look, she's part of the L'Oreal campaign, the High Intensity line. Begins in June with the Faria color from L'Oreal. And Joy Bryant. I can't picture who she is.
Joy Bryant.
She's nice looking. I just know her name. I just can't picture what she's been in.
She was in Get Rich or Die Trying, right?
I don't think so.
That's not Joy Bryant? Oh.
Joy Bryant.
I don't know.
Let's see. Got Google. Let's Google it out.
Okay, well, she it's so funny. We used to have a sound effect for computer. Now we actually have computers everywhere, Goose. Hit the keys like you mean it, boy. You know how long we've been... Work those keys out. Truth be told, you guys, I was working off a piece of paper up until Friday, lying and saying, well, my computer says line 3 is asking about an affair with her husband. Truth be told, I was working off a piece of paper. The interns would run from their little squawk closet into me, give me a piece of paper. There was a homemade grid on the piece of paper. I made it up in my own sick mind. Name, where they're calling from, what their problem is. They'd be in their long hand writing it out, bring it into me, and then I'd say, okay, it's advice hour. My computer says line number 5. And there was no computer. I was only fantasizing about when this station would finally catch up with the rest. And now we've got computers. Look, I got a computer, and Charlamagne's got a computer, and Goose has a computer, and Justin has a computer, and we're doing it for ourselves. We're legit. Yeah. That's okay. I was faking it until we made it. You gotta fake it till you make it.
It's Joy Bryant right here. That's the chick from Get Rich or Die Trying.
Oh, yeah, no, she's very pretty, yes. Oh, yeah, she was from that. Mm-hmm. I think he really probably had her, too.
Oh, yeah, he's slayed.
I saw an interview with them. It was a very sexual interview. You know, she's the new cover girl. She got $1 million for the CoverGirl True Blend Foundation. Hers will be out in August. Hey, Nork, you can join Habitat for Humanity to celebrate the building of over 58 homes for families in the Newark area. The 20th anniversary gala is taking place tomorrow, Tuesday, at 7 p.m., from 7 to 10 p.m. at the Newark Club. The Newark Club is the most beautiful place. The mayor one time had a little soiree there for me, a little book signing, and that was nice. Brenda Blackman. As a matter of fact, this is how country is, right? So Friday, after the show was over, you know, we're all in the office drinking. It's Cinco de Mayo. We have the good spirits. There's food, and we're all having a good time. Country Maine says, damn, I never saw Missy Elliott with her hair done like that. I said, who are you talking about? He's looking up on my pictures. You'll see him on the VH1 set. I got all pictures all up around the office. Country Man is looking at a picture of me, Brenda Blackman, and Mayor Sharp James from the Newark Club. And he thought that Sharp James was Cool Herc.
No, Molly Mall.
No.
Melly Mel.
Melly Mel. And you thought Brenda Blackman was Missy Elliott.
That was a tequila, man.
Wow. Yeah, but if you think about it, when Brenda says here now, the new Missy Elliott, you know, she's got the same effect as Missy. Like, they both got the DSL.
Wow.
But the mayor, he did have on a Kangol hat, though, and sunglasses. Yeah, his hat was turned backwards and everything. Cool ass Sharp. Dear Wendy, I just found out last week that my husband's been having an affair. Wendy, I could just die. I haven't been able to go to work. If I didn't have our twin daughters plus a son, I would just take a sleeping pill and...
Oh.
Wendy, I'm too humiliated to tell my friends and my family. Please, Wendy, tell me what to do. I trust your judgment. Please, I need help. Thanks for listening. Friend in my head. Therapy. Immediately. Oftentimes with things like this, there are some of us who don't like to talk to family and friends about things like this because family and friends, well, we don't really want to hear their opinions. We just want a sounding board. And family and friends tend to give their opinions, then we get mad, blah, 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 and they're all in our business. I don't know about you, but I know what I like to do in certain situations is go back to therapy. I say back because I'm in and out, and I will be for the rest of my life. There's certain issues that I like to talk about with somebody. I don't necessarily need you to know who I am. I don't want to hear you ask me the following week, so what's up with whatever. You know what I mean? I'm all defensive when I'm in therapy, too. Kind of like Tony Soprano. Like, I spend time laying on the couch, but I also pace and wipe on surfaces, like, observing my fingers. And, I don't want to talk about that. Well, Wendy, I don't want to talk about that. We're not here to talk about that today. You're the therapist. You figure it out. The hell. I would say enroll in therapy. Realize that you're not alone. I mean, in addition to having your children, you also have millions of women right behind you who've been through the same thing. We have not died and perished. We have persevered and, in fact, become smarter and stronger than we've ever been in our lives because of asinine things like what your husband's done to you. Don't hold your head. Don't blame it on the woman, unless, of course, it's your best friend, your mother, or your sister, who, you know what I mean? Yeah. Make sure you keep your anger directed towards him. And whatever you're going to do, make a decision by the holidays. You either know you're getting a divorce, you're staying together and you've moved on, or whatever. Because the holidays are coming and it'll be bad for the kids. Why do I always think about that for kids? You know what I mean? I don't think about holidays for adults, but I do. Like when people are going through problems, like if you just found out your man is cheating today, you've got a few months until November to figure out whether you're going to stay, whether you're going to leave. And if you're going to stay, you have to realize you can't stay and keep badgering and badgering and badgering. You got to let some of that out in therapy so that by Thanksgiving, you can at least give a half a... Damn, where are the cameras? I need the cameras in here. I'm all animated and stuff. Now, once the cameras get in here, I don't have anything to say. But at least at Thanksgiving, you're going to be able to give one of these smiles to your...
The fake smile, yeah.
Yeah. But it's for the kids. Oh, shut up. You all, I love you for listening today. I do. I'm going to go home and take me a bath and get myself up, have me some Vassal, get myself together and be back in here tomorrow. And I promise you, I will be in better spirits. Charlamagne, thank you for being here today. Vaughn's up next with The Quiet Storm on 107.5 WBLS. I love you. Bye.
Wendy Williams broadcast day has completed.
Aw, man!
And WBLS music starts next.